Underdog crypto. Flipping my bank account. To flip the bag, made it flip like a flip phone. Underdog crypto. Look at my bank account. Lifted my bag, I'm a millionaire crypto. Underdog crypto. Flipping my bank account. To flip the bag, made it flip like a flip phone.
It's your boy Underdog Crypto, aka Jay, here with another cryptocurrency video, and I have the members of the CEEK. I don't have everyone here, but I have some people that you need to hear from. I have Blackrue with Blackrue Investing and your boy Red Dad, Blue Dad. Gentlemen, please take a moment to say hello to those who are watching you now.
What's up, guys? Blackrue Investing here. Detroit-born guy here. My expertise is in software engineering. That's what I got my degree in Michigan State University. If you guys like to check out my channel, all you got to do is type in darkhorsewatcher.com. It will take you directly to my channel. That is darkhorsewatcher.com. I also do a show on Benzinga. Benzinga does like the top stock news for like people like Webull, TD Ameritrade, stuff like that. I do a show on their YouTube channel every 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time called Learn to Trade Ruel, where we talk about stock and crypto. Yeah, definitely come over, check the channel out. We do great stuff.
And the next guest.
Peace, family, peace. This your boy Red Dad, Blue Dad, aka Financial Freedom Fighter, aka Time Clock Smash. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna give you the crypto facts and half truths. Is up to you to decide what's true to you. And you know your boy Red Dad, Blue Dad. Cast to bring that energy. Let's roll.
All right, and you know it's your boy Underdog Crypto, digital forensic scientist and researcher, and I'm just a regular guy trying to help everyone, for the people I'm called to serve, get in a position to win. Folks, if you didn't tune in just less than an hour ago, Blackrue with Blackrue Investing and the Professor Imfan Akpan did a live stream, and they allowed me just to jump in there with them. They talked about deep fakes. They talked about the metaverse. They talked about virtual reality. They talked about the forward momentum of crypto adoption, about how businesses may go out of business or stay in business depending on what you get into. We talked about everything. And there's a lot of questions that were still in the channel that we didn't get a chance to address. We just decided that we want to be here for you always. So these gentlemen decided to go in to help us to navigate some of those questions that didn't get addressed. So if you're tuning in with me, let's talk about some of the things. One of the questions that was stated by Jason, I think it's Hull, was a question about Epik Prime. Two questions I saw that were addressed. And the question were, one, were the Epik Prime and Epik the same thing? And two, what is our thoughts about how Epik Prime may help in the metaverse? Keeping it short and to the point, we have already discussed this before. Blackrue and Blackrue Investing and the Underdog Crypto community researched Epik Prime. We only haven't released our community findings with you yet, but Blackrue Investing did release his take on that. So Blackrue and Blackrue Investing, answer those two questions. One, is there a difference between Epik Prime and Epik? And two, in short, how do you see Epik Prime playing a part in the metaverse?
Okay, one, yes, there is a difference. There's Epik, which does they do metaverse type deals, and their main thing that they're known for is Fortnite. They're the creators of the Fortnite and Fortnite metaverse. Epik Prime is a completely separate company that has a cryptocurrency, and mainly they've been into NFTs and getting people kind of in NFTs and into like a virtual reality space. But what they want to become is a connector of metaverses. What they want to do is they want to connect like Sandbox, Mana, Facebook Meta, whatever that turns into. They want to be the connector of these different metaverses, so that their token can exist in all of these worlds and kind of be like the money that works in all these spaces.
And Red Dad, Blue Dad, do you have anything you want to add to anything about Epik or Epik Prime, sir?
No, sir. I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn on that project.
All right, and I'm gonna just add a little bit to it. So let's get this ball starting, folks. This is going to be a little bit unscripted because we don't ever script we just talk, and we talk about things that we think you might be interested in. So check this out, folks. Underdog Crypto, listen to Blackrue Investing. I told you he was one of my mentors, still is one of my mentors. I was watching him before I had a channel. And as he has discussed different projects, one of the things he told us, got me ready for, was the intersection of how the gaming industry. Now, we talked about 10 cent, veracity. That was one of the things we talked about. And in that video, we talked about a lot. So there's an Epik with those Epik games. Now, here's the thing. I went shopping personally for land on the Metaverse. I put a significant bid on a piece of land. Now, this particular land I will own if I win this auction. I will put CEEK information in this land. You can go to this Underdog Crypto space and you can see Red Dad, Blue Dad, Blackrue, Infinite Pan, and you can walk up to and interact with this space after I'm finished with it. You'll be able to listen to their videos, link to them. We'll be able to meet in a group. Instead of Telegram, we can meet there. Now, why am I saying this? I was thinking about this. Now, what if Red Dad, Blue Dad decides he wants to build on Decentraland and Blackrue wants to build on sand? Well, we're different communities, but we're still all the same. Red Dad, Blue Dad has his own community. Blackrue has his own community. I have my own community. And we're like cousins and brothers and sisters all in this community. I like and support Blackrue, so I want to go visit him over in Sand, but I can't. And I like and support Red Dad, Blue Dad, and I want to visit him on Decentraland, but I can't. See, Epik Prime is your ticket. Epik Prime is creating a methodology in which we all can go from metaverse to metaverse. Mine's on Crypto Voxels, his on Sandbox, Red Dad, Blue Dad on Decentraland. Now, I went and secured my name, Underdog Crypto, on a Crypto Voxels. So now there's only one Underdog Crypto that's just me, that I have that name. But if I try to go to Red Dad, Blue Dad's land, someone might secure Underdog Crypto. So to keep my identity the same across these metaverses, Epik Prime is providing a way that Underdog Crypto here on Crypto Voxels will be the same Underdog Crypto over on Decentraland and Sand. That's what Epik Prime does. Gentlemen, jump in there. What's your thoughts about that?
My thoughts about that are, well, it's nice because it's also going to bring up the whole NFT community. Let's say also like there was an NFT that Underdog wanted to bring over, like say like he had his own version of like Underdog Crypto hats that he sold, and he wanted to bring that NFT over. Now he can bring it over, and it can be sold on both platforms, and at the same time, the blockchain will retain all that information on both platforms. So if somebody else is trying to make like a fake of his hat, they can't do it because now Epik is making sure that's being controlled. So it just opens the doors for so many different things, and it opens the doors for a lot of different characters to be carried across multiple metaverses.
Red Dad, Blue Dad, jump in there, brother.
Well, you know what, man? I'm just when it comes to those NFTs and the ethics and the gaming, I'm learning. That's why I tune into your channel. That's why I tune into Blackrue to learn more about it, just like the rest of the family. And this is why I'm locked in. I'm learning. But what I get from it is just like pretty much you said it's like a storefront. People coming in, they have the opportunity to go to different communities in the metaverse, and even though we're part of each other, would that interconnect us somehow? Are you saying that Underdog Crypto, even in my part of the metaverse, would be a different Underdog Crypto, or would it still be you? So I have questions to ask you guys.
You know what, brother? Though, what you're saying though, you don't give yourself enough credit when you say it's a storefront. That's exactly what it is. Now you get to have that storefront instead of being in one world. It's like, think about like the internet, right? Before we could only sell to who's ever in our city. You put your stuff on the internet. Now you're open to the world. Now put Epik Prime in there. Now you're just selling your stuff to Sandbox. They connect the universes. Now you're selling yourself to 3 different universes. You're selling yourself to Sand, and you're selling yourself to Mana, and they're making sure that it's keeping track of all of that. So now you're selling yourself to Mana, you're selling yourself to Sand, and you're selling yourself to Ape NFT. So now your storefront is not only 1 universe strong, it's 3, it's multiverse strong.
So let me get this. So Ethnic Prime is the whole, like a swap shop. It got all Decentraland, it got Sandbox, it got Mana, it got all of in that one little place, right?
You can think of it more as like a portal, more like it's a portal where you can step into any type of whichever universe you want. So you either step into the Sandbox universe, or you step into the Decentraland universe. But whatever portal you step out, you're the same person on each side, verified through the blockchain that Epik is going to implement. So that's very important, because now everything that you did is being backed up, being kept safe by that blockchain.
So let me
understand
this a little bit more. I need, like I say, I want to understand this a little bit more myself. So you remember the video games that had like the Jamboree on one disc, and you can play more Super Mario Brothers. You can play like say for instance, like the Sega games. They got the different games you can play. Every game that Sega made, but it was just one game. So just think of Epik Prime as like that. You'll be able to go to Epik Prime, and then you'll be able to find it's like an interconnect for all the other ones that we mentioned, which is Sandbox, Mana, Decentraland, and all that. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, it's like it's an interconnector where you can walk into 2 separate games. Yeah, but the good part is that it's making sure that it's keeping you the same person in all of those games. It's not making copies. It's making sure that you are the same character that you are in all of these different games.
Got it. I appreciate that. Got it.
All right, and while we're here, we're going to talk about I'm going to keep jumping over back and forth to the community. I'm going to just add 30 seconds to what Blackrue said. So to answer that and come to a conclusion, we saw this in the 90s, guys, with the .com era. Websites, you would have a website and everybody rushed to register those website names because they knew that Walmart might want that Walmart.com. So they figured if they could get to it first, they could make money. Well, this is identity, your digital identity. And Red Dad, Blue Dad talks about your digital identity a lot. In this metaverse, which I don't like the word metaverse because people make it more technical what it really is. This is just internet. And it's just for us taken to an evolution of internet. And the next evolution of internet, you got to secure your digital identity. Epik Prime allows you to know that if I'm talking to Blackrue, no matter where he is in the world, I know I'm talking to Blackrue, just like we do KYC. Epik is just the hinge, the portal. In digital forensics, when I do an investigation, if I'm looking at someone who has an iPhone or an Android, and I need access to that iPhone or Android, I might use a tool, for example, called BlueStacks. BlueStacks is a virtual portal that allows me to put mobile devices applications on my computer. See, that way I don't have to be working and try to do my work. off a computer, off a mobile device, I can put it on my computer and I can go into your Telegram. I can go into your apps. That's what we do. We investigate your digital footprint. So Epik Prime is giving you the ability to maintain your digital footprint throughout virtual worlds. Transitioning a little bit, I want to keep picking up the conversation. So we're going to be fluid with this. I'm going to bring this up. Now, before I bring it up, let me say what the conversation started. This is about that rocket, aka intimate token, PRT. And this is the question. The question is, after listening to the AMA on Porn Rocket AMA, there was a brief mention about different pairings. What is your speculation? Thank you very much for saying that on the subject. I instantly thought of XLM. So already up front, Red Dad, Blue Dad, you know about XLM, Blackrue, you do too. So we're going to bring that. I asked for further details because I was on a live stream, so I didn't watch the AMA. So this is the summary. This is what the summary of that AMA was with Porn Rocket. In a nutshell, a person asked a question as to why they chose Ethereum as a bridge, and the person had concerns due to Ethereum's network being slow and high fees. He answered by saying the team chose Ethereum due, and let's keep going, to popularity and liquidity, and are look for more pairings in the future with more stability. So I have a thought off the bat about this. I don't want to run my mouth the whole time. Gentlemen, do you have a thought you want to put forward before I speak?
Okay. Oh, go ahead, Red Dead. With that.
Okay. I'm just gonna make it short, quick, fast. If they're using Ethereum, then I think they might be using Ethereum 2.0, and Ethereum 2.0 is a virtual machine of Flat Network, which is a very fast, cheap, scalable thing. For them to use Ethereum, that's kind of rough. I don't really think. I just think that maybe they're using, if they're going to use it, it's going to be Ethereum 2.0. They're not using the regular Ethereum. I don't want to say it's impossible. They're not going to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish by using a bridge in the regular Ethereum. So that's why I say it's Ethereum 2.0, a virtual machine of Flat Network, which XLM, XRP, all that's in the same relationship. Go ahead, Blackrue.
I take it when he says when they're saying pairings, that they will eventually be on other networks, because you do have certain like swaps and different types of exchanges that are on multiple networks, like Sushi Swap, Any Swap, stuff like that. But the reason why some people are going with Ethereum, or most people are going with Ethereum, they hold the biggest market share right now, even though the gas fees and all of that are terrible. Now, Red Dad, Blue Dad kind of picked up on it and mentioned that there are some Ethereum virtual machines. There's some more, and we can get into the weeds of it, like Ethereum rollups, Ethereum side chains, like Polygon, Arbitrum, Optimism, or Aurora. Like, there are other things that are being built on top of Ethereum because Ethereum 2.0 isn't ready yet, which is reducing the gas fees and stuff for the network. And that's just a whole nother ball of wax. But basically what it all rolls down to is these other things that are being built on top of Ethereum allow you to use Ethereum security, but with their lower gas fees and their expanded network. So what they're saying basically is we're using Ethereum because it gives us the most liquidity, and in the end they may look to go with another Ethereum killer like Stellar. And Stellar's not really trying to be an Ethereum killer. They're more trying to be like a payment remittance system, and they're more trying to be like they're more trying to be about payment and clearing payments really fast. That's what Stellar's doing, and Stellar just started in DeFi as well, so they're going to be all about DeFi as well with that. But specifically, what project did you mention? I'm not sure. I can't remember the project. Did you mention, what was it? Underdog.
He mentioned XLM and made him think about XLM.
Okay, what was the original one he mentioned though that said that they were on Ethereum?
Well, we're talking about Intimate Token, aka Porn Rocket.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, so right now they're probably doing that because Ethereum has the most liquidity right now, and in the future they might look to either go to like one of these roll-ups like a Aurora or the Flare network like Red Dad Blue Dad mentioned, or they might actually look to like kind of expand to another Ethereum killer like Harmony or Cardano or anything like that that has an Ethereum bridge where you can literally bridge over the Ethereum code to a new chain like Cardano or Polygon. Kind of a long-winded answer. I hope if anybody has any questions, I can go in more like lighter.
Thank you, Blackrue. Let me tap in on it. First of all, we need to see, in order for me to address the question, a little bit of historical piece. The project started on the BSC piece. It's immutable, so it couldn't change. They gave up the ownership. The reason they gave up their ownership because we don't trust them. It was a new project called Porn Rocket. You didn't trust them. Nobody trusted them because they are in a pornography space. So they said, how do we give trust in a token in adult industry? I know. So you don't think there's a rug pull? Let's make it immutable. The problem with that was at the very beginning, they knew that as they moved forward, that name would not get them on the mainstream. They said, okay, we come as close as we can. We got 100,000 people on this project. We know that no one's going to play your music. Trust me, folks. I got kicked off of TikTok for saying not safe for work. They're in a space that the Web 2.0 controls and censors your content. They had to do something or we'll all be out of money. Just plain and simple. Strategically marketing, they said, how do we transition? We'll create a new token that's coming out the bridge to Intimate. Now, here's the question, what you're asking. You said you immediately start thinking about XLM. I don't think they're in that space of thinking. This is my speculation. They're just trying to transition right now. They need a starting point. We are in a place where we're invested, but we don't have millions of dollars invested in this project. They are in a place where they're going to lose millions of dollars. They don't do something. If you're sinking or swimming, you're going to throw a life raft and you're going to get on the closest thing possible. Ethereum is that easiest thing possible. They're not in a place strategizing like we are. We have the opportunity to sit back and question the Monday Night Football, everything. They're in a space that they have a very limited time to get you to trust them. And if you don't trust them, because we're the Win Moon people, right? We're the Win Lambo people. They've been in it for 90 days and less than 24 days. People are like, it's a scam. Remember that conversation? My channel was blown up. People, this is a scam. They stopped saying it's a scam when the app came out. Then it was the girls are not pretty. See, FUD just keeps changing. They went to Ethereum for what Blackrue said and what Red Dad Blue Dad said. It's the easiest transition starting space. They also are very aware of the fees. But people, let's make it really clear. I want to make sure we get this part. This is the adult industry. None of you are literally buying Ethereum or Bitcoin to spend it. You'll be like the people who bought the pizzas with Bitcoin. It's not even practical that you would think that they'll utilize Ethereum on that platform or Bitcoin. It might be an option. It might sound good, but most people are still doing this, swiping. And if you want your project to blow up, although this is in the crypto space, they're partnering with credit card companies, right? We're going right back to 2.0. These credit card companies are not even caring yet about the crypto. They're interested because crypto is interesting to them. They're partnering with some places. But right now, for this project to go up, they're going to be using traditional swipes. So their Ethereum piece is not a real concern for them, in my opinion, about transaction fees, because in reality, just ask yourself the question, who here who's listened to this message, if you saw a pretty girl or boy or whatever your fancy is on this project, would take $100 of Ethereum, transfer it over, and then make sure you use your MetaMask to make sure you buy it? Or would it be easier for you to swipe your credit card? Honestly, which one would you rather do? Right? We're gonna do what's the easiest. And remember, for mass adoption of this, it's not crypto people. People don't even know about crypto. Less than 1% of people are into crypto. This site is going to go up because it's the only fans. This is me making fun at, I'm not saying only fans because I think they're only fans, but they're the only fans of the crypto space. You don't care what they use, guys. The only thing you care about, are they going to make money so your tokens will grow? That's what you care about at the end of the day. So I think that the Ethereum stance is just a stepping stone to something better, because they prefaced it based on this comment. They prefaced this Ethereum with, we're going to other places. So they're telling you right now that they're going other places. They just need a starting stone. And Ethereum is the most, like I said, the widest network, the easiest to get into. And you want that. You can transfer it to your ledger. Right now, you have a hard time transferring your tokens, PointRocket, into a ledger. But if they go to Ethereum, transfer those jokers so you can have them off these sites.
I may add to that, Jay. And like I said, too, it's the one with the most security, too. Like, if you're going to be on this adult entertainment thing, you're going to really need that security. And I have a good point that you noted, too. If they're already on Binance, they're kind of already on an Ethereum killer already anyway. So now, since they're already on an Ethereum killer, now they need that Ethereum security and liquidity. So now they got the best of both worlds now. And then when they have both of those, then they can talk about going like to Avalanche or Solana or, stuff like that.
Underdog, I got a question for you. Right?
Real quick, let me just address this.
Okay.
If you're in the chat, no profanity in the chat room while I'm doing a live stream. I won't allow it to be seen in my live stream. So if you can't use any words other than profanity, then please find a different channel to go to. All right, go ahead.
This kind of piggybacking off that whole thing. I know you want to get to this question. What's stopping them from not being listed on other platforms?
I don't think anything's stopping them from listing. Well, Red Dad, give your question honest consideration. The name PointRocket stops them getting listed everywhere in mass. It's that. I mean, often everybody knows that saying the word porn will get you in trouble. Most of my videos don't even have advertisement on it because I set PointRocket in the tag, and that means that I can't monetize any of that. Now, when it says intimate, nothing. In fact, when you hear intimate, it's nothing derogatory. We hear OnlyFans. We don't think anything of it. A token called intimate can be listed on Robinhood. A token like intimate can be listed on Coinbase, Binance US. Intimate doesn't make people clutch their pearls. Porn does. So nothing. It's just a matter of time. They only we gotta remember they started May 26th. It's only January. It's only been open for a few months. How long has XLM? How long has Bitcoin been around? We don't even give these companies time to breathe. So they just need time, really, honestly.
Hey, that's a great way to answer that, man. Perfect.
And I'm going to jump around, Jim, and feel free to jump in where you fit in. Here's someone else said something about that. I have, let me finish this off so we can get this to you. So I hope that answers your questions. So the new pairings are inevitable. Absolutely. There has to be new pairings. Now, folks, I have 3 videos I'm going to do. One I'm going to do with Red Dad, Blue Dad, if you have me on this platform, because I need to talk about this project. I'm not happy with some things that are going on. I told you, I'm going to give you the researchable facts. None of these companies own me or any of these gentlemen on here. So I'm going to say what I see. There's things I do not like about the direction, but we don't own these projects. So the only thing we can do is complain about it. But there have been some things that have come up that I would like to talk about as soon as possible. I know y'all been asking to talk about this project, PointRocket, and I'm sure happy to talk about it. But I'll be honest, there's some things that I see I do not like. And I'm going to leave it at that until Red Dad, Blue Dad puts me on his channel and we can talk about that.
That means we got to do that sometime this week. I need to know.
Absolutely. I'm going to keep it moving. So we'll talk about this. Gentlemen, we got Shook Focus. He's a content creator. He's in the Underdog Crypto community. He's also a part of Red Dad Blue Dad community. He also just watches Blackrue's content. He did a great research reveal. I've talked about him, did a crypto audit on his platform. The reason I want to bring this to attention before I talk, because oftentimes you don't know who comes in and out these channels. I know some very prominent people who watch our content, and we might be small in number, but we're great in resource, meaning that hype will get you nothing. Research will get you everything. So I want you to go to hashtag Shook Focus Digital and make sure you put that digital piece. You can see his latest reviews. And if you don't know about him, check out my platform. I did a complete 30-minute video about his approach, and I was fair. I gave the truths, and I hope that you see it. But here's this question for both of you gentlemen. For some NFT conversations, such as Nike and paintings, what are thoughts, of any, about what may happen to the value of physical versions? Ooh, oh man, I'm gonna let you guys start it first because I did a whole video on this. Go ahead. No, you know, look, Red Dad, Blue Dad, he's trying to hide tonight. Don't let him hide, Blackrue. Make him go first. Make him
go ahead.
Hey man, you know what, that's rough, man. I mean, because the world is going from physical to digital. You ain't gonna be able to leave your house, so nobody ain't gonna see them nice Nikes and them nice paintings. They ain't gonna be on the metaverse anyway. Now I hope that's not true. Forgive me for that. But you know what? I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's something, even being a futurist of me thinking, that's something good to think about. Like, what about the physical Nikes? What about going to Foot Locker and waiting in these long lines to try to purchase shoes that just came out? I never done it, but people do. So I mean, they probably gonna have technology where you can change your clothes like and appear to be something else. Who knows? The future is changing. Holograms are gonna be real. Deep fake is gonna be real. You're gonna be able to be online wearing these shoes, fake shoes, and people gonna think you really got those new fancy shoes that just came out with the deep fake. You're gonna have the new clothes with the deep fake.
I disagree with you, Red Dad.
Hey man, come on, baby. I don't know, man. I need help on this, man, because that's real. I don't know. I know the deep fake real. You can wear clothes. You can put yourself on your favorite celebrity. Go ahead, man.
Let's have a crypto fight tonight. See, Blackrue about to speak. Look, I told you there is nothing scripted here. Blackrue's gonna tell you how you feel. Red Dad, Blue Dad going. We don't always have to agree. Let's fight, guys. Let's fight. Come on, Blackrue.
So first of all, Matt, shout out to Shook Focus Digital. Go to his channel, like and subscribe. I think Shook Focus was at he watched my last Blackrue report on Benzinga. I think he was out for me and Red Dad Blue Dad's collabo. Mad respect to Shook. All right. Personally, for me, the way I feel about it is it's just going to make the Nikes and stuff go up even more, because what's going to happen is they're just going to advertise even more. You're going to see them like bring out some Jordans from like 84 or like some icons from like, you know what I mean? Like 85. It's just gonna make the physical Nikes go up even more, because they're gonna bring out like, and then who knows, there'll be like a 30 for 30 on the Knicks or something. And then, you know what I mean? Then like, you know, some John Starks were like random shoes are gonna go up.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? So like, I really think it just gives them another platform to advertise and to like sell more of their physical stuff. And then you're gonna see them just come out with all these remakes of all these old shoes. You know, throw a couple of you know, Logan Pauls or this or that influencer behind it, and it's just gonna give them more avenues to advertise. Same thing with the paintings as well.
Okay.
All right. You know, so hey, y'all look, y'all don't see. I'm about to fight with Red Dad Blue Dad. He's a big guy though. He's a big guy. I might have to run from him. See, that's what the Muhammad Ali did. That's how I'm gonna rope a dope him. So he's gonna go get me. I'm gonna rope a dope him. So this is where I disagree with Red Dad Blue Dad. So y'all know this not scripted. I think it's good for us to have different opinions. So Red Dad Blue Dad said they might have fake stuff. No, they won't. Not with NFTs. See, if I buy the Nike or a Yeez, I buy the Yeez in that digital store from Foot Locker, and from the owner who is a Kanye West, and they all have a limited number of them. You can't have the fake. That's what the NFT gives you. You can check, you can scan their shoes and say, oh, you got the authentic Yeezys from Kanye West, and you wore them on the virtual world. It makes a simultaneous purchase in the real world. And if they have Yeezys at Foot Locker, they ship them to you. See, that's the connection now. I see it like tone, which we're going to lead into. Go ahead, brother.
So, Underdog, you telling me that it's a possibility that when you buy shoes now, right, it'll come with an NFT saying that you went in this long line to buy these shoes. Now you're getting benefits that it becomes an NFT on the blockchain.
Woo! See, y'all don't understand what's happening here. We are playing crypto chess. Red Dad, Blue Dad said, check. He got me up in a corner, but Underdog about to slide. I'm about to slide on him, shoulder roll on him. I shoulder roll. Not only is it possible, I have a video that's going to be upcoming for the members only, and I'm going to go ahead and drop it. Look, I want to note that I dropped it, so when somebody else drop it, they don't say, I heard about it first. Called Wax, W-A-X-E. That's one of the places that I'm going to be minting certain cryptocurrency projects. This is what it does. It's called virtual crypto. You buy the item virtually. The owner takes it off, so a real world item, and at your request, that's shipped to you or destroyed, depending on your preference. And it's the largest exchange for NFTs. It's called Wax. It already exists. You own real world assets and virtual assets. So you buy the NFT and you own the real thing. So if I have a car and that's a Bentley, I take the title of that Bentley, I put it up for auction. I buy that Bentley. The Bentley is mine. I could turn around and say, yeah, destroy it. What? I said, destroy it. I got two Bentleys and I don't want nobody else to have this Bentley. It exists and it is huge. And I'm going to be doing a how-to video. That's one of the places I'll be minting some NFTs that people can purchase so you can get real world items and you can get this virtual currency. You get two for the price of one. Red Dad, Blue Dad, I took it from you. You said that we need to own things like real estate. Did you not in your videos?
Yes, I did. I just was watching that today.
So, this is not new. My job as a researcher is to find avenues to leap forward. The people I'm called to serve, we need to own stuff. So if I own some shoes, and now here's the problem that I have to overcome. This is why I haven't released it yet. How do you know that? Let me grab it. I have this phone. I take a picture of this phone. I am a seller, but I'm a fraudulent person according to this scenario. In case somebody edited it, I'm a fraudulent person in this scenario. Red Dad, Blue Dad buys the phone for $100, the NFT. A year later, I say, okay, ship it to me. Red Dad, Blue Dad no longer ship it to me. How do you get it back? How do I get my money back? How can you keep people from lying to you putting stuff online that they don't really have? Now, the way that DeFi works, they have a solution for this. A DeFi loan works just like this. It's interesting. If Red Dad, Blue Dad has $1,000 of crypto and he gets a DeFi loan, and they say he has to pay back that 1,150 in 6 weeks. When that deadline hits in the smart contracts, if Red Dad, Blue Dad doesn't pay back that $150 plus that 1,000, they reverse the transaction as if it never happened. That means everything that Red Dad, Blue Dad purchased and obtained using that crypto will be null and void. Now, I think the way they do that is if you ever transfer something off of an exchange, they freeze those tokens, right? And they don't let you do anything with it. So the way it would make sense is you would freeze that transaction on the blockchain, on the smart contract. And I say, mail it to me. Until it gets mailed to me, until I actually receive the physical goods, then that transaction is never truly completed. So that keeps you honest. It keeps me honest. And that's the way I think it will work. But until I can see that in research, yeah, it already exists, brother.
Yep, I think that's right. I think that's that makes a lot of sense, Underdog. But one other thing I wanted to let you guys know, as far as paintings go, we even had cases where people like, there's this popular artist called Banksy. I don't know if you guys have heard of him before, but anyways, what they did was they took a unique artwork that he had in a physical, and they made an NFT of it, and they burnt the physical artwork so that the NFT was really the only existing legal blockchain copy of that artwork. Now, in doing that, it wouldn't matter if you made a deep fake of it if you don't have the blockchain certificate of authenticity covering it. So when purchasing that type of those type of artworks, you just will need to make sure you're purchasing the right certificate of authenticity, because what's going to happen is eventually people are going to try to go on sites where they can go and mint these and mint a fake. So you're going to have to, they're going to have probably be companies that like pop up and say, okay, here's what the authentic actual thing is. So just know that. But that is the purpose of the blockchain. A lot of people, what they miss with crypto is that the blockchain kind of gives you this certificate of authenticity, like it was minted on this date, with this address on this platform. So when you get that, that's the authentic real thing. So it won't matter if somebody else tries to make another one, because when their other one is minted, it's going to be minted on the wrong date. It's going to be minted maybe on the wrong platform, and it's going to have all the wrong stuff, which people like Jay, Underdog Crypto, who's a forensic scientist person, will easily be able to spot that.
Absolutely. And Jim, we'll keep it rolling because I don't want to miss anybody's questions. So moving to tone, I hope everybody got the information. So we'll start off. What's our thoughts about tone? In a nutshell, I'm going to start this one off because I've been putting Red Dad, Blue Dad, and putting them out there, Blackrue. In short, tone has been doing a lot. They first start off as food, and their purpose is from the farm to the table. They transition use case, remember utility. Then the airline companies, Boeing and those companies that had Ethiopian Airlines that had people die, they say, hey, our parts are defective. How can we use this technology? So they said now they have this technology in these planes, and they put each part in there on the blockchain so they don't have to guess. And being a Marine, being on leaky planes and helicopters and helos, you don't want to guess. And so they did that. Then during COVID, they utilized the vaccine for vaccine tracing so that people will know. That's still huge. This pandemic hadn't went anywhere. No matter what your feelings are about the pandemic, it is what it is. And the people are needing to trace this information. And this is being utilized in that way by the governments. And so moving forward, it is so undervalued. And people don't pay attention. It hit 10 cents. I've been in this token since it's 100%. 100%, and it hit 10 cents. It goes to 2 cents, and it goes antagonist to Bitcoin. The reason I don't talk about tone as much, because most of my viewership are people who want to get rich tomorrow, even though I tell you that I do everything for 3-year, 5-year holds. And the problem with this, tone will drive you crazy from a technical analysis. That joker will go, try to watch tone and put money in it. You don't know what it's going to do. I don't know. It just keeps going up. It just keeps falling down. It's crazy. So that's tone. I don't have any more for tone. I think it has great potential. I definitely think everyone should look at considering holding some long term, and not everything rocket ship. What I'll talk about with Blackrue or Red Dad, Blue Dad, whoever have me, we got to break the mentality of rocket ship, rocket ship. I would have made way too much money with things that never rocket shipped at all, and it slowly creeped away to the top. You need to look at Ape NFT. Y'all got to stop thinking rocket ship and start. I don't care how it gets to the top, slow, lethargic. As long as it goes up, folks, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Gentlemen, y'all have anything on tone?
I don't have anything on tone, but I have something on time horizon, like you're talking about. We get so lucky because we're in this crypto market, And Underdogs mentioned it before. I'm in a I come from the stock market world, man. It moves way slower there, and understand those like guys are like hedge fund people who can wait 5, 10, 15 years on a good project. Most of the time, we're lucky. I mean, we might only have to wait a year. You know what I mean? Like, and I can show you guys like case studies. Like, you know, me and Red Dad, Blue Dad did it when we were talking about XLM. We did some case studies on some DeFi projects. Only took them like what 6 months, sometimes a year to get popping off. But just know if it's something that you're convicted in, you've done your research in, don't don't have them shaky hands. Just put what money you can afford in, wait till it pops. Because I cannot tell you how many times, guys, when I first started in this and I wasn't patient, and I come back and I look 3 months later and it's like, oh, now you decide to go up. Because I didn't have that time horizon. I wasn't ready, even though despite all the facts and all the research I put in, I did not stick to my convictions. So stick to your convictions, y'all, for real.
All right, moving on to Piccolo Enu, or now they're rebranding to Piccolo New Roadmap. Folks, Shook Focus, who we talked about earlier, he has been doing the daily uptake and looking at their roadmap. On purpose, I have not been looking at Piccolo Enu's roadmap because I can't watch everything, and he does such a great job. I like people to be in their zone of genius and continue to do it. So I don't have anything extra put in there. I've literally not read anything about their new roadmap. What I did do is look at Shook Focus Digital, and he's reviewing that new roadmap, and he's already creating new content. So I am waiting for that because I would rather go to someone like him than to go to the project. I have been in contact with David Montz, their developer of Piccolo Enu. I have talked to him on one-on-ones. I've talked to him off of the channel, and these guys are really serious about trying to do something different. His story is very interesting. So in the future, what I would like to do is have David Montz, the person who created the project from a technical standpoint, to get on a CIC so that y'all can have questions. Blackrue has questions, Red Dad, Blue Dad, and if these gentlemen are open to it, I would like to have him come on and talk about it. Because let me tell you, the technical guys are the ones that no one sees. They're behind the scenes. No one pays attention to. But you really, from a research standpoint, you want to know what they're thinking, because these other guys are just the face. He's the one who made it happen. It didn't get. It got a moderate amount of views when he came on my channel, but he spoke out about the Bitmark hack. No one else spoke out. So I would love to see him, and I'm going to send it to you right now, David. If you watch this, I'm going to time code it, Red Dad, Blue Dad. Go into his platform. If Red Dad, Blue Dad is open to that, Blackrue Investing, I would like to see a conversation with these gentlemen. They're going to approach it from different ways, but they're going to be fair, and they're going to ask questions that their communities want to know. So that's my thing of their roadmap. I don't have any information. I don't want to give you things I don't have, but Shook Focus is looking at it. Gentlemen, y'all have anything on their roadmap?
I don't have nothing on the roadmap, but I just want to raise awareness to ourselves and to everybody that's listening. I just want to give everybody should get themselves a pat on the back to say that in our lifetime, we're able to talk to developers of future projects, of future financial system projects, of future DeFi projects, have them right on the platform, be able to text and talk. How many of your parents was able to be on the phone with Coca-Cola or somebody who, or Amazon or Google, and have a conversation of how things is going to change in the near future? And I'm just happy to be a part of this wealth transfer, man. We are so close to it till we're talking to developers. That's amazing, man. That's amazing.
Absolutely, and it takes a brilliant minds like Red Dad, Blue Dad, who sees that. Look, people don't see the value of research. If you knew how many comments I delete, and yes, I delete comments, you wouldn't be. People can be disgusting. If you knew how many comments deleted where people say, "I don't care about that research stuff. Is it going to moon? I don't care about that research stuff. And then they try to hold you accountable for their unwillingness to be more than a rock or a sheep. They want you to lie to them. If it was, let me tell you guys, I'm going to just harp on this for 1 second. All of us on this platform will have plenty of subscribers if we lied to you. It's almost like people want you to lie to them. They want you to say, hey guys, Bitcoin's the best profit. You get some Bitcoin. Bitcoin's great, guys. Hey guys, I was wrong about my prediction, but Bitcoin's great. People love the lie, hate the truth. What we stand for, get the research and the truth, forget the hype. You're going to be better benefited by this information. So I agree with you, Red Dad, Blue Dad. I want to bring up Erica because she's a part of both her communities, and I want to make sure we talk about these things. She says, Epik is to become the mediator across the entire metaverse, which means land ownership would have to be registered once registration is established. Then identity, then taxes. Checkmate. Are y'all see? We should be proud of Erica. Erica, I don't know if you start with Red Dad, Blue Dad community or mine. Did she start with your community, Red Dad, Blue Dad, or mine?
No, Erica came with the Underdog community.
Oh, I thought she was there first and then came to your community too. How did it work?
No. I think we all knew each other from the Underdog community.
Yeah, because I remember Erica in my earlier videos when I first started. Erica, I've been seeing her a lot. But let's show you the transition. Now, Erica, I've never met you in person. You're a brilliant person. But this is what we're doing. We have people who are well arming themselves in this wealth war that Red Dad, Blue Dad started. This conversation, he started. The wealth war. No one was saying it. They was beating around the bush. Red Dad, Blue Dad looked at you and said, we are in a wealth war. And now that's a key phrase that I stick to. This is a person who's telling you some real truths and speculation through her research and constant staying on these platforms and studying and being a student. And now look at them, they're thinking. Here's the next thing she says. Deep fakes look so real, though. I don't know. I would like to talk about deep fakes, but before I do, Blackrue, I think I interrupted you earlier. There's something you want to jump in there and say that I interrupted, sir?
No, you good, brother.
So let me talk about deep fakes for a second. For those who are not aware of what a deep fake is, man, the time flew by. It's already 52 minutes into it. I'll be brief, gentlemen. A deep fake is artificial intelligence that takes an image or something from multimedia, sound, text, image, things that happen in a natural world that we see around us. And it can mimic those things. So pixels right now, you're not seeing Red Dad, Blue Dad. You're seeing a color array of red, green, and blue, the three main colors. And from those colors, a spectrum of light and whatever digital, 720, 1080. It looks like him because it's just an appearance of him. It's very deep. It's very mathematical. So it looks enough like him that the light that's reflecting off his skin, your eyes see and put together, and your brain remembers that that's the features of him. It's literally just pictures of light. Well, the deep fake in the processing takes those light and it mimics what those features are, and during the process it moves it so it can put Red Dad, Blue Dad's face on Blackrue because it's just mimicking the pixels. Now it's at the place where the audio. I do briefs about this conversation. I've written papers about this conversation. I've been talking about deepfakes for 4 years. Part of the thing why when I did the billboard piece, how you think I was able to know and determine? No one was talking about doing billboard investigations to know if a picture is real or fake, because I've been in this space determining if something's real or fake for 4 years. And part of that is it's challenging, it's scary, and it comes with opportunities. So deep fakes are not only so real, I can tell you right now, there are deep fakes that will register on facial recognition that will, I promise you, show Red Dad, Blue Dad committing a murder, and there's nothing his defense attorney can do about it. And he hopes that he's at home with a witness because they will show him on camera murdering something in this hypothetical situation, and it will match his face right now.
That's
and
scary.
Red Dad, Blue Dad told you 2 videos about Human 2.0, and you laughed at them. DARPA, he showed you a video. The Defense Advanced Research Agency, DARPA, he showed you a whole video. Imagine an electronic person, a robot that speaks, listening to us, and can speak natural language like Jarvis. It's going to say things that Red Dad, Blue Dad said. It listened to thousands of hours. It knows his inflections. It knows where he's from. Put that in the skin of a person. He showed you that video. He showed you where it's dancing. And now it can think like you because it knows, because it researched you for thousands of hours. The human computer. It's a real conversation, but it's deeper than cryptos and blockchains. You see me steal that from you, Red Dad?
Hey, would you like to do that with me? Part 2?
I would love to do that with you. I think that's such a deep conversation, but I need to give you this credit. I know we're going into it. We got 27 people watching. I need to say this. Listen to me, folks. I'm a digital forensic scientist. What that means, a lot of people don't understand. I investigate computers, mobile devices, and any type of electronic device. But I'm a fraud examiner. I also look at crime schemes, how it's done. So I'm an expert in those areas. If you think that Red Dad, Blue Dad, this is a scientist. I'm telling you, a scientist. If you don't believe him because you don't know him and he hadn't shown his credentials, he don't need to show his credentials. Let me tell you, it is real. This artificial intelligence exists, and it's here now, and it's very advanced. And yes, it can take your job, and it will. Now, what can you do about it? Nothing. Either we can learn how to live with technology, or technology is going to live with us, or it's going to take over. What you hope to do is to better understand.
Teach.
Right? So, but it's not conspiracy theory, and that's the part I want to say. I think sometimes, Red Dad, when you talk about Human 2.0 and things like that, for some viewers, you might listen to that like, what does that have to do with crypto? That's the conspiracy theory. It is not conspiracy theory. I've listened to his videos. If I was silent on the matter, let me make sure I speak out. When he gave you that Defense Advanced Research Agency, DARPA, I'm very familiar with that organization. I've worked at sometimes on projects that had to do with that organization. 5-7 years ago, before the next video, I'm gonna put it out here so you can time lapse it. DARPA made a human computer where they put a chip in your brain. They tried it out on pigs. What was the purpose of this human computer? To control the bodily functions. Why? People with epileptic seizures, soldiers, military. DARPA is for the military. That's what it's for. So the practical application of the technology meant for to get someone who's having seizures from stopping having seizures, to stop the synaptic blowing of these electron signals to your brain, to shutting it down, to give a better quality of life. But with the same technology, there's always nefarious uses. If I can put a computer chip in your brain, can it be hacked? Of course it can be hacked. You might not think it can be hacked yet, but does it receive a signal, Bluetooth signal? Does it receive a direct connect? How do they service that chip? These are the things that people don't think about. What about this? What if I send an EPM wave, electronic pulse? Will I kill the person? Could I stop a bunch of soldiers? You got to think outside the box, but it's not conspiracy theory when he talks about human computer. It is a real thing. I just want to make sure we're clear about that.
No, Jay, you should make sure we're clear about that. That's very true. Because there's a big stigma against that whole word, conspiracy theory, which is why they're just like changing the word now to kind of like truth seeking, because they're truths, they're facts. Like it's a fact that same thing that you said about DARPA is like a Neuralink thing too. Like Neuralink kind of does the same thing. And who's to say then now they can't just stop your signals and start sending you their own signals to go shoot that guy. And there's nothing you can do about it because your signals are cut off. Same thing with the deep fakes. We got our voices out here. We have our facial patterns out here. Very easy to make a Blackrue deep fake. Very easy to clone my cell phone, make it seem like I'm in whatever location they want to commit whatever crime at, and make that be me. So that's going to have to be a really big thing that's watched over with these with these metaverses and things like that. And someone else mentioned it over here. Don't think your identity is safe because these iPhones, well, I'll just say allegedly to protect myself, but these iPhones take pictures of you. They take samples of your voice all the time. So
it's not allegedly.
It's not allegedly.
I mean that's what
it really isn't allegedly.
We're about to hit an hour, and so folks, look, I'm gonna give you an opportunity because I know we're trying to get through the time. It's exactly an hour right now. If you want us to keep going, I'm gonna look over to it. We got so many questions. I'm trying to go through it quickly as possible, but this hour went out fast. Type in a message right now if you want us to keep going, gentlemen. If you can stay on past the hour, it's fine. I do know this. After an hour, people stop paying attention. But right now, we got 30 people watching. Apparently, you're interested in what we're talking about. I would like to continue the conversation. Do you want us to keep going? If there's enough, 2 people want us to keep going, I don't have a problem talking about this conversation. Type in the messages if you want us to keep going right now, and I'm going to give you 30 seconds. All right, I got one from Derek Woods. And if we got one more, I've got 2. All right. So for everyone else at this time, if you would like to drop off the spine, we've talked about a lot of topics. We're going to continue the conversation. I see a lot of questions, and I'll try to be brief myself, and we'll all try to be brief to get to your questions. But I do want to preface it with this, and thank you for everyone joining. One of the reasons I applied to my doctoral degree, I've been in school since I was 18 years old, almost every year. I have 15 certifications. Part of the reason I have to have so many certifications because for some reason, when you have a skin color like mine, you're never enough. I'm going to be straight up honest, and you can say what you want to. You have to work harder because if I have a master's and someone has a high school diploma, they might consider them for a job before me. So I have to make sure I have no mistakes and have everything. And then you become overqualified. There's this niche between that. Why am I telling you that? One of the reasons that I continue to go to school and put myself in a financial situation where I'm paying hundreds of $1,000s of school bills to stay ahead is because like I said at Blackrue and Empire, the rate of incarceration for minorities is extremely high. And once you're incarcerated, most of us take plea deals. And the reason you're taking plea deals is because you don't have money. You can't even pay for an expert like me to testify whether or not you did a crime. So what you do is take a plea deal with your life. The system is broke. Because it's broke, you need people like me. You need people who dedicate their life to this technology. You want someone who can just simply tell your story, to tell you that Red Dad, Blue Dad was not there, to give you a fair chance. Because according to the Innocence Project, my quote, and I'll let you look it up, the Innocence Project is an organization who look at wrongly convicted people on death row, have freed hundreds of minorities who were on death row, 70%. That's 7 out of 10 people who are on death row. Look my stats up. It's not going anywhere. I'm not hiding. From a false eyewitness identification. False. And through DNA, they was exonerated. Now let's talk about the digital piece. Now we're not talking, Red Dad, Blue Dad says all the time, we are not talking about DNA evidence to exonerate you. We're talking about digital. You can have all the science you want, but no scientist dealing with the biology will be able to make sure that they give you a fair chance in that court system. You need a digital forensic scientist or multimedia forensic scientist, someone like myself, to examine through scientific method, unbiasedly, to give you a fighting chance. I want to teach people skill sets that you can use to save your life. I said that the whole time. That's where we're at. Whether you like it or not, you better learn this technology to even save yourself, because if you don't, the system is not here for you. And you can't, can you spend $10,000 for an expert witness? Most of us can't. You're going to take that plea. So that's why when Red Dad, Blue Dad says it's bigger than blockchain and crypto, and every time he does a human 2.0, artificial intelligence, and people go and they go watch BitBoy because they want to get their latest. Yeah, BitBoy, I'm talking about you. What are you going to gain from it when you have no money, you have no access to people around you who understand what's going on, and you have no resources that even your defense attorney or lawyer can even resort to? You might listen to one thing that we say and say, you know what? I don't know anything about it, but Underdog Crypto was talking about deepfakes. Can somebody just reach out so I can get somebody to help my baby because they got convicted? They're getting charged with a crime, and I don't know if it's them. This is where we're at, and it's happening right now, guys. Right now. That's my story. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Oh, Jay, that needs to be said. And only reason I say allegedly is because people get triggered sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When you're telling them like true facts, they just get triggered. They hear conspiracy and they're done. And the thing is, yes, these things are taking pictures of us. They're getting our vocal patterns. They're getting our facial patterns. They can do whatever and whatever they want with that. And if we want to even get more deep into it, there are actual different terms that are used for people of a certain skin hue than others in a legal court system. Actual different terms, which have harsher sentences for the darker folks. So yeah, it's a real life thing. So that's definitely something we're going to have to be cognizant of, and maybe that even comes out with us having our own type of crypto company that protects against certain things like that. But it's a definite real thing.
Absolutely. Red Dad, Blue Dad. Go ahead, jump in there. What are your thoughts? And we're gonna keep moving through these questions, but I don't ever want to skip Red Dad, Blue Dad. What's your thoughts?
Well, y'all been saying a mouthful about everything, man. And I tried to see what the dog had going. Oh, you just threw me off, brother. Well, you know how I know about it, man. How I feel about it, man. Just the patents. If you just check the patents with everything, man, it'll show you who controls everything when it comes to humanity. When it shows you with the fourth industrial revolution, who controls the patents to this? Who controls the patents to the fifth industrial revolution? Who controls all these patents, man? Microsoft. Microsoft control the patents to your body minding cryptocurrency. Like, come on, we got to understand all these things, man. Who control these patents? That's all y'all do is study patents.
Red Dad, Blue Dad. You know that patent number for that one?
060606.
You right.
2020 060606 666.
Yes, sir.
So man, this, if you want to know everything that's going on with the world, family, study the Georgia. What they do to they put it in stone. Georgia Guidestones is right in the stones. Look at who owned the patents. Anything they call, just go like all these new things they put out. Look at the patents. Even the cryptocurrency. Look at the patents, and that'll show you what's really going on. So you got to have eyes to see and ears to listen. And like I said, family, if you invest in the cryptocurrency, just give yourself a pat on the back. This new fintech technology, you really are controlling your future and your children's future a lot more, family. And just with cryptocurrency, I'm speaking for myself. When it comes, you say, oh, you need to be on a career, you need to have a pension, you need to work 30 years, 20 to 30 years, right? Man, what a brainwashing thing is that, family. Even being a slave to your own business, man, depending on people. What a brainwashing thing is that.
Stop
it. What I'm saying? Cryptocurrency, blockchains, and investings, family, it's the new trade war. You know what I'm saying? When you can trade for a living, not slave for a living, family. We're not teaching you guys. We're reaching to you guys, family. And that's how I feel, man. That's why I day in and day out, you know what I'm saying? I just try to raise the awareness of this, family, especially if you look like me, man. You behind the gun. You know what I'm saying? So, man, let's continue to be on these live screens, man. Let's continue. Blackrue, Underdog. These ain't no flim flam brothers up. These brothers got credentials, man. They went in here and did everything they told them to do, man. They sacrificed the time to get doctorates and a computer engineer. You think there's some flim flam dudes got that? Please, man. That's hard work, man.
If we want to go real deep into it, crypto.
Let's make sure we have time to get these questions, gentlemen.
Oh, okay, man. I go to reminisce.
I'm going to get like 2 minutes. We really want to go get deep into it. Certain people are scared of crypto. All right. If we get really into it, the Federal Reserve is not the Federal Reserve. It's not federal at all. Certain family owns it, and they charge America interest to just print their money.
We the people.
So we print their money and we get charged interest in it. You ever wonder why we have a national debt? We're one of the richest countries in the world. We could run our money on silver, gold, bronze, all types of stuff, all precious metals we have. But instead, we use this centralized, not decentralized, the centralized bank where we print their money and they charge us interest on it. So crypto scares them because we put that power back into our own hands. It's decentralized now. We don't have to go through their 80 middlemen. It's just us. And we get better rates for that. We get better interest rates. We get better loan rates. So crypto's where it's at, y'all.
And I'm going to keep rolling, guys. I'm sorry. We got to get to these questions because we got a whole thing full. And that's why I wanted to come here today, because a lot of people ask questions and we didn't make it to it. So sorry about that. I see the questions. I'm going to get everyone up and we're going to answer it short and concise. So the next question, what do you gentlemen think about Porn Rocket Metaverse will be like? Land, mansion, parties, museums, shopping, etc. I'm going to go ahead and jump in there. What I think about it is, one, there's some marketing to what they're saying. Metaverse, introverse. It's just play off of words, folks. It's all the same thing. They got to use someone else's technology unless they're saying we're going to create a space. Hear what I'm saying? It would be better for them to market metaverse, because that's the hot word to say. The reason you're interested, because they say introverse. They're just playing off these words. Part of the problem I'm having. Now, what I think, absolutely. If you imagine you go to a nightclub and you have content creators, I'm going to be buying a space in the metaverse, and these gentlemen I'm going to be placing in my metaverse. It's just a way of saying they're going to be in my space that I bought. Now, if you go to Blackrue space and click on it, I'm going to have it so Blackrue will start a video and talk to you. If you want to, you have your virtual reality glasses on it. It'll give you a link to YouTube and shoot you over to Black Horse Watcher, and you'll see his website. On Red Dad, Blue Dad, he might only have merchandise that you need to look at. So he has his new book that he has, Crypto 101. Instead of going to any place else, you can go to this metaverse, click on it. It goes to a link to Amazon. You can get the book. It makes sense if they're saying introverse, that what they're going to do is have an interactive experience. You can put your virtual reality glasses on or use your computer, and you can click in their space they bought on someone's land. And you can go to different rooms and see different content creators, see adult themed stuff, whatever. It's absolutely should have parties. Snoop Dogg, like he was in a party, and that has content creators. It just gives another way to connect. So I agree with this question. You should be able to get shopping, museums, mansion parties. All of that is possible. Here's the thing I will wait and give to you on Red Dad, Blue Dad platform, which I promise you. I don't care about theoretical stuff anymore with any project. I need to see factual things built, because if you don't have factual things built, we are buying hype. Until I see an actual thing built, it's hype. Now, the application has been built. I don't like to talk about metaverse. Show me the metaverse. Give me an example. We got these companies. Show me, and then I can believe in it. Until it's built, we're buying hype. And as long as you know that as an investor, you should be okay. Blackrue, Red Dad, Blue Dad, thoughts about what they said in their question?
So as a computer engineer, I could see so much potential here. So first of all, if you're watching this with your significant other and you like what one person wearing, or if they like what the guy's wearing or whatever, maybe they buy those underwear or whatever for you, or that bra for you, right? I could also foresee like these like Playboy Bunny type virtual parties, or like some dirty like eyes wide shut type deals. Like if you get down to like the whole like deep fake of it in a quote unquote positive way, if you're like deep faking with some whatever avatar or person that you see and you really like what that is, then maybe that experience gets to continue or whatever. I could see it, and this is just all speculation. I don't know that they're
It's not
planning that.
speculation. It's real.
Like I don't know, right? But like I could see like that capability that exists.
99% of the pornography is deep fakes of pornography. 99%. So we don't have to guess. I don't want you to leave this. I've done the research. 99% of all the pornography and deep fakes is on women, and it's fake material and pornography right now.
See, Jay's giving you guys the real stuff. I only say that warning because most people can't even think of that, but you're right, Jay. It's out there right now, and so many women are getting abused in that way, and they're using their stuff like to cause them so much harm. Like like it makes me want to cuss because it's so weak that you use women like that. Like, how dare you? Like, don't you have a sister, a mother, a aunt, a grandma, somebody that you can respect enough that you wouldn't do that to a woman? That makes me hot, y'all. I'm not even like
I get you. I don't want us to stay too much on this one topic. I gotta keep it going, guys. So
sorry, I'm so sorry.
Another problem, I just want to make sure because the questions are piling up. So in short, Blackrue, what is your thoughts? Do you think it's possible?
Yeah, I think it's possible and very lucrative.
Okay. And Red Dad, Blue Dad, you want to jump in on that, or you think it's possible? What's your thoughts?
Well, you said when you say it's possible about this question you're talking about. Well, I look at that question. I know you want it short, but it's hard. But I was just looking at it like a 2-part question. As far as the metaverse with Porn Rocket, then the other one, say the land, the mansions, the parties. It's like the economic reform said: you will own nothing and you will be happy. And that's just the bottom line of that. You will own nothing and be happy. Just with the metaverse. I know you want to go on Underdog, but the metaverse with the Porn Rocket, that's basically, you're going to be in a swingers club city with that. You can be anything you want to be, male, female, dog, rat, alien, whatever. It's your world. And then when it comes to the land, the mansions, the parties, you will own nothing and you will be happy. You'll be shopping in the virtual world. You'll be able to walk with your avatar into the store and shop at Walmart and then go pick it up on the curbside. Keep moving.
Absolutely. I'm going to keep moving because I don't want these guys to stay another 2 hours and we don't get to all of them. So I'm going to keep moving.
Like that, Blackrue.
But in general, what they're saying is all true. Keep in mind, most of pornography is already done that way. It's been like that for 4 years. Deepfakes. And lastly, with that being said, it's been used in nefarious ways too. The current Supreme Court ruling, let y'all think about this as I move on, since the 90s is this. Here's the nefarious thing. I need you to think about this. Child pornography. Yep, I said it. I'm bringing it up because people don't want to talk about it, but it's still happening. Human trafficking is the biggest way people are getting paid illegally here in this country.
America?
Yep. So let's talk about that, and then I'm going to move on. I'm not going to talk about it. I want you to think about this. The Supreme Court ruled on child pornography years ago. I don't have it up. I can't look it up right now, but you can look it up. This was a Supreme Court ruling. It said that a real child, a real person that is, now make sure I connect. Why am I talking about child pornography? Because we got to talk about how this technology can be abused. That's the conversation, just so you know. Child pornography in the United States, Supreme Court, highest case of land. If there is pornography that utilizes any part of a real child, a child being anybody underneath the age of 18, then that is considered pornography. It's a federal law. However, the question came up when police stopped a person who uses animated cartoons at the time that was similar to a child, and the Supreme Court found that that is part of your First Amendment rights, meaning that if no child was harmed, yet you have these images, no matter how disgusting we as society may or may not feel about that topic, that is an expression. And as long as there's no one harmed, then there is no harm done. Here's the question at hand. Artificial intelligence takes the pixels from real people, or can take thousands of pictures and create a whole new person that doesn't exist in the world. There's a website called These People Don't Exist. I want you to look it up. If you go to my trainings afterwards, and when I open it, some of these things we'll be talking about. These people do not exist. It's still active. These are artificial intelligence made people. They don't exist in the world, based off of thousands and thousands of real people's images. So if you create a fake child and you gratify yourself off of that, are they breaking the law? Currently, the law is not caught up with the technology. You also got to think about Red Dad, Blue Dad. I'm going to say this, for example. What if I put him in an R. Kelly type video? I said it happened in the 80s or the 90s. We got a video. They present it. The video is real. Nothing's wrong with the video. What was altered was his face. The video is legitimate. If I reviewed it, it would show the 1980s it was made. And I'm a smart person. I'll find out how old he was, and I make him appear in that 10-year challenge. I make him appear what he looked like 10 years ago. And an anonymous tip came forward that he was doing something bad to someone back in that day. Red Dad, Blue Dad, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters? How you gonna improve yourself? What you won't even remember what you was doing in the 90s. So that's the scary part of it. So think about that, folks. Next time we have a conversation, think about AI, its impact, and how that's going to move us. The question is it called wax? That is correct. WAXC. There's two waxes. The one I talked about. One of them is an ecosystem coin. One is one of those benefit coins from wax. The one I'm talking about is wax, WAXC. That's where you get virtual things and have it in real life. Isn't WaxP partnered with Amazon? It may be. I'm still doing my research on that aspect. I don't have the answer to that. Interverse would definitely be interesting. I agree. Black Rock Kings. Okay, Kings and Queens Empowered. Also a Red Dad, Blue Dad community and a strong supporter. Lifeblood, and I appreciate you being here. And they said, win Moon, win Lambo. Shook Focus, again, the content creator, hashtag Shook Focus Digital, stated new robot content is on the way. Pinu, that's Piccolo Enu's ticker, is very unique and transparent. So he's not giving you no more. You want to find out more? Go to hashtag Shook Focus Digital. Don't get the shortcuts. Get the full picture from his channel. Erica said facts. Going through, we got Derek speaking. Let me get to the questions, guys. I know that's what you want to hear. And I'm moving through, trying to find a question. Here we go. Let's start here. This is not just Metaverse. It's your new universe. They're about to lock you in. True. And here we go. Tone focusing more on the tokenomics this year. And I do see that happening. I know we're going through it quick, but I want to get this out for everyone. Here we go. A question. Oh, well, I got to go back. Kings and Queens empowerment first. If you notice, the phones listen in. I'm not going to give you all of it now because I want people who are really wanting to know to come to my platform and let me help train you so you can be better aware. It's deeper than cryptos and blockchains. That's a Red Dad, Blue Dad quote. But I'm telling you, there is devices in your house that people, law enforcement, utilizes against you when they need to because you're not aware that they're recording your activities. One that you know about is Alexa. Alexa, if you have an Alexa in your house, and you hadn't turned off the settings. Wait a second. Y'all hear my Alexa speaking? One second. Alexa, power off. So that's for example. Alexa records your voice notes and you agree to it because it asks you. And you can go online if you have the app and listen to it. It also determines, tries to better understand you using artificial intelligence, what you're saying. Now, there's been murders called on Alexa. There's been domestic violence caught on Alexa. There's been a lot of things happening on Alexa, and people like me will evaluate that. Now, it's on the server. Who owns the server? It's on that device, and you may delete it there, but that's what I do is recover that stuff. It already has been listening to you for years. How you think it knows what you like? You put red cat dress on the internet, and you keep getting advertised for a red cat dress. It's not a fluke. It's recording you. So that's true. Let's talk about Elon. Do you guys think Elon's Neuralink is the epitome of the metaverse? Red Dad, Blue Dad, Blackrue, you have a statement on that?
Yeah, I think so. And first of all, shout out to this brother. He time coded the videos. Much love to you, man. Much respect. I shot you my email so I can take care of you, man. Just the way you take care of me, and I appreciate you, man. Much love. He's on California time. Yes, if you ever seen the TV series called Black Mirrors, where they was playing the video game and they put the thing on the video game on the thing, it just kind of it's showing you. That's where the video games is going to, where you can be able to feel and touch. So if I go and shake your hand in the metaverse, you know what I'm saying, then you'll be able to feel that touch or hug you or something simple as a kiss on the cheek. So I think that's where that Neuralink really going, but also dealing with other things that Underdog Crypto mentioned earlier, like doing with things in military with having seizures and paraplegic, being paraplegic and all those other things. So yes, I think it is a huge thing to be Neuralink in the metaverse to create a type of feeling.
So, it's a good and a bad to it. You can definitely have like people who are like maybe paraplegic, where they can no longer with their brain send signals to their legs to move. They can now send like through like a Bluetooth chip here in their head that can communicate to whatever type of chip they put in your spine. Now move legs, and then your legs actually move. That's the really, really great side of that. The really bad side is possible Manchurian candidate in which they turn off your signals. They now input your signals and they have you do something that you weren't intending to do. That's the big downside to that Neuralink. And that back to that whole thing that Red Dad Blue Dad mentioned that Mr. Gates patent there. He wants to actually use people to like mine crypto just by their movements, which sounds kind of good. But then what if we have like a social credit score and your social credit score is bad? So now you don't get paid because they don't like something that you said or some way you were acting. And now you don't get paid because you're not saying the right thing. So all these things have a really great upside. They also have a really nasty downside as well.
All right, folks, let's do a favor. We're working for you. Blackrue just did an hour and 20 minutes before this. We're now in an hour and 28 minutes after this. If you haven't done it this time, take a moment. I'm going to give you a pause as I read. Go to underdogcrypto.com, press that subscribe button, like this video. Go to Blackrue Investing, press that subscribe button, like this video. Go to Red Dad Blue Dad, press that subscribe button, like this video. You ask yourself why? Because this is labor. And I am a firm believer why I started this thing that we don't work for free. Your capital right now is literally just doing that. So please take this opportunity to pay us. It's very simple to do. And how you can pay it forward is take that same like button and press that little button and share on your social media pages. Please put this on your TikToks, put this on your Instagram, your Facebook, give it to your text message, send a group text. They say happy Thanksgiving. You get all these texts, send a text message, let people know. The best way to show people support is by giving like this. And the best way to show them that you love them is by getting them prepared. If they listen, that's on them, but at least you can say you tried. I can't save everybody, but I can save somebody. And I'm hoping that the information you received today helps to save you or a family member and put you in a position to win.
Wow.
Jason Hull, thank you for joining both live streams. I'm gonna read your question. Senso is a project that Blackrue talked about. I'm gonna let him touch on this for you. He said Senso is supposed to have a sports section. You think we will be about to sit courtside or on the sideline with this technology? Jason, make sure you type in that. Make sure you type in the comments. Go like Blackrue and go look at his video on that. While you're talking,
Please do.
Blackrue, I'm gonna find your video and send a link to them. So go ahead and talk on
Thank
that.
you so much. And if you guys want to come over and like and subscribe to the channel, it's Dark Horse, like a horse, like a running horse. darkhorsewatcher.com. Go straight to my YouTube where you can like and subscribe. And you know, I think Senso will have a sports section, and that we'll have something like a courtside type deal. Yes, like a I can even foresee like pickup games and like a esports like type like VR arena. Another project that I really like to talk about a lot is called CEEK. They already have that in place actually, and they have Dwayne Wade on there doing stuff already, and they already have a phone app. So I love Senso, but honestly, I think CEEK is farther ahead of them right now because they have the phone apps, they have the celebrities, they have everybody behind them already. They already, I think they have some kind of touch with Oculus and Facebook. So CEEK has so many connections, and it's also run by a Black lady, I believe, from Africa. So CEEK has all of these things in place already right now. So if you guys just go to it's S, not S, but it's a CEEK, CEEK. So if you go onto their site, you'll see they got Lady Gaga, they got Francis Ngannou, they got everybody. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see that they have channels, and esports is one of those channels, and you will see Dwayne Wade right there. I think CEEK's really going to be huge.
Thank you very much. And Blackrue, after tomorrow sometime, please send me the links. I'll update the links in the description of this video. I want him to put his Senso and CEEK. I want him to put both his video coverage of those two projects, and we'll put it here. And also Red Dad, Blue Dad, since we talked about the Human 2.0, that'll be in the links in the description, and you'll be able to find that there for you. On another note, moving forward, we're going to be having a virtual concert I'll be announcing very soon where Indigo Saint is going to be performing. And we're going to, this year, folks, we're not going to sit back. We're going to invite you to join our virtual concert from across the world. We're going to play music. We're going to have a party. And we're going to enjoy ourselves using the same technology that all three of us discuss every day. So look forward to that. Blackrue, Red Dad, Blue Dad, myself, and a few other surprises. We got music for you to listen to. We want you to experience it. And we're going to give opportunities for you to own pieces of that music as we move forward. But it's going to be up to you if you want to participate in that. Let's keep going. Let's see what we got here. Metaverse already here. People just don't know they're in it. They use it so much, you just don't know if you're looking at a real person or not. To be honest, Hero Token with Wolf Digital both partnered with Sony. And that's so true. I'm going to keep looking through some of the questions. I want to make sure I get those. Give me a second, guys. I think we have all the questions. Here we go. Now, before I put this question up, look, folks, here's my disclaimer. This conversation is for people who want to know the truth. So there's going to be certain words that are used. You read that there, folks. You see that. I already said you'll be able to feel in the metaverse. Now, here's a conversation. Again, I'm going to offer it to both of these gentlemen if they want to take this up. Think about what is being said here. You read the screen. I'm not going to say it because I don't want this to be targeted, because if I say that last word, you won't be able to see this video. So right. If you read this, the question is that socially accepted if there's no one harm done? Now, there's going to be arguments in both ways. I'm going to give you this argument because this is an ethical question. If I'm in a metaverse and there's artificial intelligence and I'm in a place that is made for this reason, to fulfill my wildest fantasies, and I commit one of these crimes, but it's not a crime. It's just like me watching adult content in this special place in the metaverse. Is that encouraging that behavior, or is that what some people need to keep from doing the actual behavior? Who benefits? Who's harmed? This question is going to come up legally. I want you to put yourself in a situation. There's a Tinder date. I was recently reading about this issue. The Tinder date met this gentleman. It was in a different country. He murdered her, chopped her up, and put her in a bag. They got him on footage, taking her body out of the bag. So I can virtually date in the metaverse, and I can do that now. I can meet you. I can talk to you. You never have to meet me. Now, of course, you have to overcome catfishing and things like that, but that can be also taken care of to certain. There's a certain safety area. Eventually, you do have to meet that person. People start relationships. But what if and I'm going to go here, serial killer, and I prey on women. But what if I can overcome those urges by going to a place where I can do what I want to do in this place and no real person is harmed? What about that human 2.0? What if I can go to a place where and they have a whole show about this, where an android there and I can fulfill my wildest desires, even if they're carnal, even if they're dark, and no real humans harmed? Wow. Is that good for society, or is that
want to handle that? Oh, go ahead.
No, that's it. That is.
Hey, you want to handle that first, Red Dead Blue Dad?
He got me thinking, man. So because this thing is so new and so this got me thinking, because this thing is so new and so wide open, you're gonna be able to be like a wild, wild west. But soon, you think there will be some type of digital police that will come in and knock on your real door and arrest you for a metaverse crime?
They had, okay, so if we're going to the movies, guys, they had Tom Cruise, right?
Prior report.
Yeah, they had that come out. The Black Mirror piece talked about the social piece that they talked about, your like social media up and down, determine what access you have. Everything we're saying, they're talking about. And as we've seen with Hollywood, art reflects life. So this is coming up. About the piece that Red Dad Blue Dad said, would a cop come and arrest you for real world things? Think about it. Now, don't they do that now? Online crime is the place they have crime. I know that law enforcement, you can't say what you want to. For example, answering his question so we can relate to it. If I have a threat that I make, this is hypothetical, so please don't someone call and report me. Red Dad, Blue Dad, I'm going to come to where you're at right now, and you let me see what those hands do. I'm going to put my hands on you in a way that no one else will ever see your face again. Now, if I said that, he could report me. Cops would come knock on my door. I communicated a threat. If I call a building that Blackrue is in, I say, hey, there's I'm not going to say it because I don't want people taking my words and splicing it. There's something I planted in your place, and it's going to do some damage to that place that you're at. That's a terroristic threat. That's an online digital threat that you can get real world time with. The metaverse doesn't hide you from that. In fact, the metaverse just gives you more means in which you can do that. And also some means you can hide your identity. That's some of the things that we have to talk about. So yes, I think so, Red Dad, Blue Dad. I think it's already here.
And to add to all of this, there's a show out called Westworld. I don't know if you guys ever saw it before, but they deal with this exactly. And it's literally exactly this. And this is how I'm telling you, like, they get us prepared with all of this. It's all programming. But basically Westworld boiled down to what the really important thing was, they got all the data on everyone that was in the metaverse, and they were able to predict then now. The data was the most important thing. They now know how to influence people. If they want them to do the R word, they can kind of influence them to do the R word. They want them to do to hurt someone in this way. They now have all the data and the characteristics they need to influence a person to do it that way. And they got all the data to know how to do that now. So that's extremely, extremely, extremely scary. So Not only on the fact that now they could use that data in a deep fake if they wanted to. So there's so many different downturns to just getting out that quote unquote fantasy. You're now giving them data on your movements, on what motivates you, on what makes you fear, on what makes you scared, on what makes you happy, on what you will do to defend someone, on what you won't do to defend someone. That junk is really, really, really scary. And then you put those things through AI, they could come up with a scenario to get you to do anything that they wanted to. So that my friend, as a software engineer, to me is extremely scary. And to me, it would just open the doors to have more people do those actions and have those actions be considered okay. So I wouldn't support it.
Oh man, y'all gonna like this. I'm about to fight with Blackrue too. I'm about to pick a fight with Blackrue investor. Listen, folks. Blackrue, I'm gonna get it. The other day, Red Dad Blue Dad got Imp on Akpan, the professor, take off his tie. And I'm about to get Blackrue right now. I'm about to get him, folks. See, Blackrue keeps talking as if it's not happening. How did January 6th happen? How did the Nazis start a epidemic of trying to clean a society? Social influence manipulation. The what they call it, the 1%ers. We got the alt-right. We got the Ku Klux Klan. I can keep going. I can talk about the CIA if you wanted me to, about what they did in both Colombia and the United States. I can talk about the murder.
Yep.
We got social media. We got so many examples of social manipulation right now. We got the music industry. We got marketing. They already know what we like. The difference is us knowing that they already know. See, we keep moving in a space, and this is me picking at Blackrue. We're moving in a space where we don't want to say it because we don't want the man to look at it. The man is already looking at it. Right now, we are being watched. Right now. It's not new. The only thing we can do to survive is to recognize it and to address it. Because see, if I go missing, y'all should say, yeah, they found Underdog Crypto dead on the street. Apparently he was drinking and driving. I don't drink. So if I died from drinking and driving, I'm hoping that Red Dad Blue Dad will be the person to be like, nah. I had a few conversations with Underdog. Yeah, he always had pomegranate juice. He said something, they didn't like it, so that we can look deeper into it. I think we need, that's why it's so essential. I'm going to answer this question, Mardio. It's essential for us to know this, but we don't even know what we don't know. You said, Underdog Crypto, can you talk more about your private members only platform? How do I get more information about it and possibly join it? Let me tell you what's happening. I'm going to give it to you so you understand what's happening, what I do behind the scenes. The platform's already created. I have someone who stole my identity, not really stole my identity, but everything I've done, they created the same. I know who it is. I know where they're at. They even put a a trademark for my trademark. They took Crypto Intelligence Committee and they created on their site Crypto Intelligence Committee. They took Underdog Crypto and they created Underdog Crypto 1, Underdog Crypto 3. I'm going to sue that person. That's what I'm doing. Now,
really?
The reason I'm bringing this to your attention is they have a website right now. Just Google. Anybody can Google Underdog Crypto. You'll find a website which asks for your information. And now, why haven't I opened this up yet? Because I want to make sure that you guys are safe from predators who want to build off our labor. This is why I told you I'm going to get it. They always stealing from us. Build off our labor, take your money, and are in my comments asking you for information. Not only is this person doing that, but they're in my community as well. And they've been sitting in a community like a sleeper, getting information. That's why I move a certain way. I align myself in a way that when we talk, we can get this information out. So what's happening is I'm just trying to make sure, and they're watching this. Yes, I'm going to sue you. I'm just making sure that when I launch my platform, I'm going to ask for every single dime you've ever acquired using my brand and my name, and we're going to look into you. That's it. That's all. And then I'm going to release this platform so that everyone else can join our platform and know that when you're speaking to a member of the CIC, you're actually talking to a person who has the credentials behind it, not some guy in a different state who's 20-something years old who decided to copy my work. That's what we're dealing with. That's the point. This digital transition that we're in, folks, we got to prepare ourselves for these type of things. The same leeches that were there in the 80s and 90s are the same leeches we have today. When the members only content comes out, the way the platform will be made is this, guys. You'll come on this content. I'm not Underdog Crypto. I'm actually a real person with real skill sets. I'm going to teach you the things that I know about different topics, a lot of topics that these gentlemen are talking about. I'm also going to have instructors such as Red Dad, Blue Dad, Blackrue, and other members of the Crypto Intelligence Committee who will have content they place on that site. During the process on that content, you have an opportunity as a member to view certain content that I will provide on a regular basis. Some content will be secured private content that you have to purchase. What I'm trying to do is sift the wheat, as they say. I need to now move us from the 300 videos I did for free and gave you all that information for free. Blackrue has done hundreds of videos, Red Dad, Blue Dad. Shift you into, do you care about your future? I got mine. Do you care about yours? How do you protect yourself? How valuable is that to you? If you care about your future, you'll see the value of investing in something that can give you more. If you don't, then you'll continue to try to piece together YouTube videos and hopefully you can win moon. We're trying to do something deeper, these skill sets. So I hope that you will see, it's going to be probably in 2 weeks, you'll see the first initial live site. That's where I'm planning on making it go live. I'm also going to be running, announcing the winners of my Legacy War, where you went and watched Red Dad, Blue Dad. You got Dr. Robinson's book. You also liked To the Top. I have that data now. Everyone who participated, I'm going to shout them out, and there's something you're going to get in return from me. That's a value. And we're going to move forward. What I'm hoping to train you to do, ladies and gentlemen, is that when you see Red Dad, Blue Dad, Blackrue, and the members of CIC, you say to yourself, what do I see as valuable? Would I rather go to a place of people who want to see me succeed, or would I rather listen to the lie where I dump my money and time into someone who looks good in a suit, but will not help me on this financial journey? It comes at a price, and the only person who can pay it is you. Indigo Saint is going to be doing some things for you. One of the things is giving you ability to get pieces of his copyright. He's going to create these songs and music, which I've talked to you about. You have an opportunity to support a particular person who and get fractionized portions of his copyright that you can get 70 years worth of royalty checks. Who is doing that? Nobody. Nobody's doing what we're doing. So sorry I took so long of that, but I wanted to tell you because I know a lot of people have been asking me offline what's going on. I am just trying to make sure that when I launch that I can diminish any misunderstandings where there is someone else using my name and trying to take you for granted and trying to steal your money. I have never asked for money from you, and I won't. I'm just asking for you to have patience so that I can deal with the legal pieces I need to make sure that you don't get further disenfranchised. That's all. Gentlemen, y'all have anything to say to that question about that?
That the platform is fully decentralized, right?
No. The way this is going to work is I wanted to do a fully decentralized, but the problem is the point of entry. How can I see in the beginning? I started with a silo. I wanted to make this fully decentralized, but see, we got to understand we're in a space that 95% of people are not in. So I can't teach like my mother. I'm not gonna say her age, but she's older than me, and she does crypto trading. She didn't start with just doing crypto trading. I had to train her in certain ways. So what's going to happen is I'm going to give access through certain links. You'll be able to tune in to get access to that content. Some content I will be moving on decentralized slowly, but first it's going to be Web 2.0, but you'll be in an encrypted platform so that when we're doing views, only people who have the encrypted site that I'm in can enter it. So the encryption is just as strong as the encryption would be for a computer. Also, it's going to be up to you guys. If you see someone pilfering my content or these guys' content and put it out there, that's how they do disenfranchise us. They take something that's not theirs, they put it on another platform. So don't support it, but report it so that I can take my lawyers and make sure that they wish they didn't do that. That's the type of things that we're going to have to do if we truly want to move forward, because I really want to see us win, but we got to do it together. So it's going to be on open web, but it will be encrypted sites when we talk one-on-one. All right. Let's see. I'm going to keep going. Blackrue, do you want to say anything before I keep going?
Yeah, man. I keep forgetting, Jay, that you know so much about this digital forensics, and you've been in the military too. So as far as Jay's concerned, like that information is already out there. Like they got everything on us already, but man, it's just I can see the metaverse being an even further how do you say like honing in, or like a further refinement of our daily habits in a way that's like completely evasive. But yeah, that's all I want to say about that.
Absolutely. And thank you everyone for allowing me to speak to you about that. And look forward in 2 weeks. I'll be announcing the winners here shortly. And thank you for your support of this CIC and our channel. They said, oh no, there will be meta phishing in Web 3.0. Absolutely. In data era, there's going to be a change in how we approach dating. I agree. Let's keep going here. I want to get to the questions. I'm not skipping over your comments, guys. I just want to get to the questions so we can get those. Let's see what it says. In the near future, do y'all think that fractional ownership will be available for robots that take over the workplace, having the ability to own tokenized NFT Amazon robot? Not only is it, oh, sorry. Sorry, Red Dad. I didn't mean to.
No. That's a good question. Go ahead, Underdog.
I like for y'all to do a favor, because I was picking at Blackrue earlier. You know that I wouldn't really fight with Blackrue. I just like to give him a hard time because he's a very intellectual guy, and I like to. It's nice when we have a difference of thoughts. When we have, let's use the project. No, let's forget this. We have these crypto projects that say they have a dead wallet and they burn it by sending this crypto to this dead wallet. We all know that. We didn't think about it. We're on these exchanges that have market makers. That means that the exchange will, when there's a price between the sell price and the buy price, a computer, a bot will start selling or buying to motivate you to move. We are okay with that. It's already here. So these computers, if Red Dad, Blue Dad is right, which he is, and artificial intelligence exists, which it does, you just got to stop thinking about the computer being a box. Put the computer in an actual entity that looks human, in a body, in plastic, and let it do some thinking based on artificial intelligence. Why not send it to the computer to burn? It's no different. It's a computer. We're doing it right now. It's just a box. So to answer your question, yes, I just think it already exists. I don't think it's new. I think it already exists. We're sending it to a porn rocket, sends their tokens to a burn wallet. Is that not a digital device?
Oh, wow! I like to own me a robot and send it to work for me. I'm gonna get me a robot, Underdog, and send them to go to work for me, man. All right, I'm gonna program you to talk like me, walk like me, and say I got to bring that energy and send them to work where I sit home with my feet up.
Absolutely, I would love that. Blackrue and Red Dad, name Jason Hull, who's always watching our platforms. He wants you to give him your single favorite, best metaverse play and why. Starting with Blackrue. Hit us up.
Man, I gave it to you already, but it's CEEK. CEEK is my single favorite play. And why is they have so much infrastructure already in place. They have an iPhone app you can download right now, both iPhone or Android if you want to. Download it right now. You can use it with or without a VR headset. They have tons of content. Like I said, from Demi Lovato, Lady Gaga, They got international people, Jesse Reyes, Ringo Starr, Bon Jovi. Like they got all of that. Francis Ngannou. They got it in different genres too. MMA fighting. They got, esports. We went into Dwayne Wade. They got all of that. And they got a metaverse coming on top of it because they got all these individual AR, VR rooms that they already created to have these virtual concerts, to have these esports Dwayne Wade basketball plays. They already got that. So all they got to do is put a metaverse on top of it. So based off of all of that content and all of that push that they have right now, and they're doing concepts for stores like M&H. Based off of all of that, they're the best metaverse play that I think is out there right now. Yeah, that's it.
Keep it going, Red Dad, Blue Dad, metaverse play.
Because all the information about that I've been learning from Blackrue. He taught me about the roles, the CEEK, all that. I'm learning from him and just being an investor into it and not have yet to experience it. So I'm still learning. Maybe the next live stream I'll be ready. I got to try out the NFTs and the music NFTs. Like, I'm sorry, the metaverse. I apologize, the metaverse. So I'm learning, man. I'm passing on to you, Underdog.
And one other thing I wanted to mention to y'all is a play called VR. You can buy it on KuCoin. They don't have nearly as much star power as CEEK, and they don't have like their land set up, whatever. But they just announced a deal. I think it was a day or two ago with Dell. So that's something to watch out for. The coin is called VR. It's Victoria VR. Watch out for that one.
All right. I'm going to make it.
I wrote that down.
I'll make it complicated and easy for everyone. So two, I can't give you just one. I can't. So two major plays I think you need to look at. Number one is Sudorusu. All this metaverse, no one's talking security. Can't have metaverse.
Okay.
It's Web 3.0. It's Web 3.1. You needed security in Web 1. You needed security in Web 2.
And think about
security in Web 3.0. I buy hinges. I don't buy doors. If you're trying to make sure that you're in the right space, be in the place that has the ZK con snark. Look at my video. You'll understand what that means. Look at the Moneros. Look at the ones that the IRS were paid to find a way to break the encryption. You got to secure your networks. Hacking AI. I don't care about what the project does. All roads lead to security. And we talked about privacy this whole time. Security tokens, you need to look for that in Metaverse. So that's a hinge. If you don't know which one, do what I did with Tailcoin and Dent. I bought all of them. I bought 100 million Tailcoin. I bought Dent. I bought Matic. I don't know which one's going to blow up. The research says they're all great. So buy all of them. Sit on them. And don't worry about anybody else. Hold your tokens. The next one is an oldie but goodie. I'm going to give you the stats, and I'm going to tell you why aren't people doing it. Currently, right now, the full market cap is 2,273,171 people. If I go to their scan to see how many holders of this token, and currently at the time in which this video is being looked at, only 35,677 holders. I want you to think about what I just said. How in the heck is a project making $2 billion with only 35,000 holders? Corporate clients, retail clients will not get a project up that much. They're not. Corporate clients, just like Sudorusu, look at how much money they're making. They could care less if you hold that token. They're not here for you. That's what people keep thinking. These projects, they're not here for you. Every project I talk about, I said it before, they have no love for you. Zero. Don't get it twisted. These projects do not love you. They love your money, but they don't love you. They're not here to help you. So these projects are here for themselves. So with that being said, Tron. If I say Tron, people clutch their pearls. Tron? That's old. Tron, I don't like Justin Sun. And I'm going to say, I could care less. because Tron has $2 billion in their BitTorrent file sharing. That is how these NFTs are moving. Who are their clients? Amazon, Binance, the Metaverse, music industry, all the places that these other projects are theorizing, they have it in actual reality right now. They have a domination that they have. The problem is we got too many wind moon people who think that a project is good based on its price action. Blackrue is a great technical analysis person. I can ask him what he thinks about Tron from a technical analysis, and he will give you the historical data. He'll give you the Fibonacci. And at the end of the day, he still can't predict the future viability of that project, nor can I. But with research, I can make applied analysis based on what I see. And that's why we keep winning in the Underdog Crypto community, because I don't need to. I will ask Blackrue, hey, Blackrue, can you tell me what you think about Ape NFT today? And I have an expert who's going to tell me the historical data, and I'm going to add that to my research. Hey, Red Dad, Blue Dad, I heard they're in file sharing. Can you talk to me about what you did about file sharing on your platform? Now I got another person who's researched that. Then by the time I research it, I can give you an analysis. Tron is going to kick butt, take names, and that those cheap little tokens, Tron, Ape NFT, Wink, it's an oracle. A Red Dad, Blue Dad. How many people looked at Chainlink? You ever heard of Chainlink?
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. What? How expensive is Chainlink?
It's up there now. It ain't used to be that expensive.
And you know what
like
Chainlink?
23 a coin or something.
Yeah.
Like
Say it again. Say it again, Blackrue.
like 23 a coin.
23 a coin. When I looked at Chainlink, when I first looked at it, it was like one, I think 0.1%. Here's the problem with the metaverse. You still got to talk to the outside world. Decentralized oracles. Remember, I buy hinges. So I'm investing in 2022 in the music industry, but not the music industry, the little hinges, Opulus, Audius, Senso, CEEK, because you still listen to music. I'm investing in security, Sudorusu, hacking, because you still need security networks. And I'm investing in oracles, because Red Dad, Blue Dad told you about Casino Coin. I did too. Y'all think online gaming is going to go away during a pandemic? Think. So you need an oracle to talk to the decentralized place, so you know who won the next Logan Paul fight against whoever. You need an oracle to connect to the outside world to gamble. So if you get the Casino Coin while it's cheap, Casino Coin still needs an oracle. Buy the hinges, don't buy the door, and you'll be all right.
You definitely made me reevaluate my metaverse question, and I think I overthought it too. Just to piggyback off everything you said, you got to go with, you don't want to get pickpocketed in the metaverse with your data. So that's why I say Jasmine Coin is the #1 data security in the metaverse that's coming, and also gaming, like you just mentioned, Casino Coin. So I apologize. Those are the projects where I'm running with in the metaverse for sure.
And I think that's a good pick. And remember, Wink, just so y'all know, Wink is an oracle in gaming, gamified gambling too. So if you don't know which ones to look at, remember, none of us can say, hey guys, buy this token. We're not going to do it. And even when you buy it, I don't care if it goes to $100,000, 0 people on this platform will tell you when to buy and when to sell. So don't come back and talk about it lost equities. Remember, if you like oracles and you think you want to get into gaming piece, Wink is severely undervalued. And if you hold on to it, say 3 to 5 years, put it away, forget about it. And then you may wake up one day wealthy as heck. Go ahead, Blackrue.
I want to add to what Underdog was saying about Tron. If you guys go check out my channel again, darkhorsewatcher.com. One of my investment strategies this year is to target new swaps and exchanges, because every time somebody gets onto an exchange, they pay a little bit of money to swap coins, or they pay money to put their money on the exchange to buy a new crypto. So Every time that happens, they get the fee. Tron has a new exchange and wallet on it called Clever, and that's KLEVER. Clever. Already have a phone app. Already have an exchange both on the internet and on the phone app. It's on the Tron network. No KYC. No KYC needed. So I'm really high on Clever. They're only about 3 cents a coin right now, but they got the Bitcoins on there you can trade. They got almost all the like major like 50 you can trade on there and buy with Clever. So Clever is high on my list, and it's built on the Tron network. Another one that's high on my list, me and Underdog have been over it, Vera. Vera is on Ethereum, but they're moving over to the Tron network. And why is that? Because Vera is heavy in the whole Southeast Asia, that whole area with their esports, with their esports fight club, which is basically like their own Twitch. Now, Vera has created this thing called Vera Views, which is this thing like Tabula. I don't know if you guys know it, but it's a publicly traded stock where basically they give you your own little platform where you can be kind of like your own YouTube, so to speak. So now you can pay people in Vera for coming onto your site and watching your videos or reading your content. All you got to do is give them money up front, then they give you the Vera, and you can pay people out that way. And at the same time, it mines your data so they know what your marketing habits are, so they can better market to you when you come back to their site. So Vera and Clever, both built on the Tron network. I'm excited in those along with Tron because they got all that going on.
And I want to take a moment, gentlemen. I'm going to stop us in a moment. We got Crypto Queen in the house. Now, if you don't know who Crypto Queen is, I did a video, crypto audit, and she was the second person I reviewed. Go to my channel. And this is a platform that I looked at. Again, I was randomly looking through content creators. I'm going to tell you the truth, regardless of where it brings me. And she goes through various cryptocurrencies. She was fair. She provided research, and she told you when she was giving her opinion. Her videos are short content. You can get what you need to know. And she tackles a lot of different conversations. She talks about meme tokens. She talks about major tokens, different prices, different price range. She even shows you, tells you what she invests in those. So I think coming forward, we have talked preliminarily. We might have a one-on-one with Crypto Queen. Thank you for being here today. This is two of the members of the CIC, Red Dad, Blue Dad, and Blackrue. I hope that y'all able to collaborate as well and have a conversation. I think y'all need to check her out. So look at hashtag Crypto Queen. If you like to leave your information in this message, please do so. Guys, if you haven't seen that video, check it out. Choose for yourself. Thank you for being here today.
Just subscribe to you, Queen. I'll check you out.
And we got Veracity. I agree too. So, gentlemen, what we have been through, we went through a lot of things tonight. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about a lot of different areas. What's the takeaways for everyone out there? One, we have to move further. We can't live in fear. Crypto is here. What we need to do differently, though, is start to use practical application of the technology. We can live in fear. It's not going to stop artificial intelligence from being here. We can run from it. We can hide. But no matter what we do, what has been proven is technology continues to evolve. Whether you want to evolve with it, that's fine. But don't be our parents. Don't be the people who was on typewriters and say, I refuse to use a word processor. Look, someone announced there used to be a light bulb and when it wasn't cool. Someone said instead of a horse, you need a car when it wasn't cool. Technology will continue to evolve us. So what I'm trying to do here with these guys as well is get you in a position to win. I want you to look at a project, Ape NFT, and Win NFT Horse. 2 weeks ago, I started this process of telling you about it. This week I've done like 4 videos about it. And lo and behold, now the bigger content creators are starting to talk about it. Now, I'm not real big on big name content creators. I believe that they're bought. But I will say this. If you don't believe us little guys with small, we're just little guys, right? We don't have that many followers. If you rather believe the big guys, then right now I have 3 content creators who have over 100,000 followers who are telling everybody to buy up the horses. I try to tell you why the horses were at $350. I will happily tell you I've had my horses for 3 days. I've gained $4,000 in the value of my NFTs in less than 48 hours. I don't know what to do. Only thing I can say is I make moves based on the research, and that look like it's good. With the new news with these content creators, the Wind Moon people will come in and they'll start buying up these horses. Let me tell you who told me first. I wasn't in this market. I was in the music market. Blackrue Investing told you during the crypto conversation with Red Dad, Blue Dad, and the Crypto Challenges Committee, he told you about 2 things.
Chicken race
and horse races.
Yeah.
I told you he mentored me. The only reason that I looked at the gamification of the races is that man right there. That's it. It wasn't my brilliance. That man right there. Now, I don't know what to tell you. He made me 4 G's. If you want me to, I'll take it out the bank tomorrow and stack it so you can see it. It smells good, I bet. He made me $4,000 in less than 48 hours because I went on an app and I moved Tron over to this app. I took 2 hours to learn how to download everything, and I'm going to give you the how-to video. I purchased these horses. I went ahead and thought about it, and I read the information. It was free. I thought about the horses I bought and the speed, and I got entry because I wanted to be able to tell you good or bad experiences. I went to try to buy the same horse, and this is how you set your price. I'm not going to sell my horse for less than what other people are selling their horses. That wouldn't make any sense. So my horse, I'll tell you, one of them cost $1,100. It is now a $4,000 horse because there's no other horse like it at that speed, and the other horses are selling for $4,000. I'm not going to sell it. The game has only been out for a few weeks. What happens at the end of the year, Red Dad? Each horse gives you, you can breed each horse to get another horse. This is better than Vim World because this NFT creates new NFTs, but you only can breed 7 times. I got 4 horses. That means I got 14 if I breed them. What if I sold each horse for $1,000? I got 14 G's off a horse that I didn't have to do anything but use Ape NFT to breed. But let me make it even sweeter for you. I want you to think about something. This is the first month. I'm an economics guy. If I have 2 horses, follow me, folks. I got 2 horses, and let's say I paid $350 for one, $350 for another one. Together, I got $700 of investment. Let's make the numbers make sense. Each horse can breed 7 times. So I only can make 7 horses from that. Make it make sense, Underdog. I use Ape NFT. I buy it, and let's say I spend another $3,000 to get this token while the market's down. Make it make sense, Underdog. I take that $3,000 while tokens are down, and I feed these horses and I breed them, and I make 7 other horses. Now these horses are valued higher, but also what happens when the price of Ape NFT goes up? If it costs me $100 to upgrade the first horse after I breed it so you can have other abilities, but now it costs me $200 to upgrade the second horse, why would I sell it to you for less than that? The ecosystem is the economy, supply and demand. As these tokens go up in price, as Bitcoin rises, it's going to be harder and harder for you to upgrade your horses. So I started off with horses with a lot of these abilities, and I bought the tokens cheap. As the price goes up, I still need to get the abilities. It's going to be harder to upgrade the horses. I'm setting my value right now. 2 of the horses sold for $67,000 in the last 24 hours, and they've had over $60 million sold in the last month. You might want to check out these horses. You might want to check out the chicken run. That's just the selling part. I made $10 in 5 minutes off of running my horses. I'm going to hook it up tonight. I'm going to make some more money. Look, folks, If I can get a horse that can produce me $100 a day, you want to see my hustle? Here's the hustle. If I get a horse that I can get up to $100 a day, that's $700 a week, times 4 weeks in a month for doing nothing. That's where I'm trying to get you guys to. We got to stop hodling and day trading and start utilizing the technology to make money. And that's just one way that you can make money. Buy, sell, trade the horse, and Ape NFT tokens and Wink are part of the ecosystem. So you're making money off the hodl, you're making money off the horse, and the horse makes more horses. Who is doing that? So,
and you're making money off of playing the game.
And you're making money off of playing the game.
Is it automated? Are you doing something physically?
So I put a video out there on my last video, 1 minute long, so you can see it. It's automated, Red Dad, but you can buy special abilities. For example, you can run faster, work harder in the mud, things that horses do in the weather. Now, those abilities, you'll see it flash on your screen, and your strategy is, if I'm playing against you, maybe you have the same abilities, and I use this run faster, but it exhausts my energy 25% faster. Do I use that at the beginning of the race or toward the end? So the strategy is still there, but each horse are valued by what they can do. So I have a thoroughbred and 2 Appaloosas, or 3 Appaloosas. The thoroughbreds are just super fast, the best you can have. Appaloosas are faster. However, they might get exhausted quickly. So that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, you might have a horse that runs faster than Blackrue's, and Blackrue needs more special abilities to try to beat you. I don't want to drop it and scare you because I don't want to hype anything. I'm giving you research facts, but I got some information that will come to in my standard review. And I'm not going to give it to non-members. I'm going to give you an overview, but for people who are dedicated to learning this, about connecting gambling to these horse races in the real world.
Oh.
So now we're talking about casino coin, that Red Dad, Blue Dad. You can do competitions with if you have more than 2 horses. So if Red Dad, Blue Dad wants to start a competition, you can start your own gambling in certain areas and jurisdiction. You say, I'll put $20 on this race. Flip your crypto. Now, gambling might be illegal in certain jurisdictions. That's what they're looking at. But I'm going to give you the source and that standard review. I'm going to go through it. And I might hit a war series on this one because, guys, if this is right, at the end of the year, I'm going to flip my bank account using them dang digital horses.
Ooh, I can't wait.
We're ahead of the game, man. That's all because of you, Blackrue. I remember. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. You talking about chicken racing and horse racing, and I said, man, this Blackrue on some other stuff, man.
You're right. Read that when Blackrue first said chicken racing. Look, but we're gonna be honest. When Blackrue first said it, I chuckled to myself, and then I remembered a lesson I learned a long time ago. What we find funny has nothing to do with the international market.
Yes.
and I took it back. Since that time, I've researched. That's what Blackrue didn't tell you to buy it. He told you it's out there.
Yeah.
Somebody smarter than us sat there and strategized with a marketing strategist and asked themselves, would this be profitable? And it is. I would buy a rooster now. Now that he said that, and I would buy a rooster, and roosters are faster because if it makes me money, buck. If it makes me money.
Hey man,
hey, Blackrue,
we learn from each other, y'all. We really do.
Blackrue, that one on our live stream. What game that was you was playing, man?
Which one? Oh, Splinterlands?
Yeah, this man's playing. That's like
man. Yeah, man. But see, Splinterlands is cool for like the people who like to play Magic the Gathering. But this whole horse racing thing, like, there's so much old money. People love that horse racing, man. Like, old money people will get dressed and go down to the Kentucky Derby. Like, it's like, you know, the Preakness and all of that. So there's so much mystique into horse racing. And like, if you can't own a real horse and spend like $100,000 on a real horse, this brings it down to the virtual place where you can own your virtual horse and still feel real good about yourself.
And,
Hold
Black, and there's a question. Somebody answer that real quick, Blackrue. How do you find out about chicken racing? Hit them up. How do you find out? And
Okay, so you can go to OpenSea. It's called Chicken Derby, and they have various different chickens on there, various different levels. They're still slugging through trying to get the game up and running right now. So it may be a good buy right now because the game isn't up and running yet. But just know it's not up and running yet. So there'll be good buys right now. Chicken Derby, and um, and then if you want something that's running right now, you might want to look at the one that Underdog's talking about and get in on one of these horses that are running right now. There's another one called D Race, but there's a real big guy that's pushing D Race. So I'm not so sure if you want to get into that one, but those are the options out there. Chicken Derby, and that'll be with an E. Would it be with an E? I think in place of the I. And so get on there. There are a couple different things about that, and the chickens will be breedable too. So exactly that same thing that Underdog was telling you about, be able to get two horses and being able to breed them. You can do that right now with those. And since the game's not going right now, you'll get a good deal with that right now.
look, I gotta say this, brothers. Y'all mind if I say this? Because look, I so wish I looked into becoming a financial advisor recently. It takes 3 years. So I'm tired of saying I'm not a financial advisor. I hate it. But it takes 3 years. Plus, you have to internship with a company to be a financial planner. That's the lowest level under FICA. And to be in the United States to be a financial advisor. I'm in a doctoral program. I'm not going to spend 4 years so I can say I'm a financial advisor and still people like, you're Underdog. Am I your client? No, you haven't paid me. You're not my client. No. But I need to say this. Oh man, I don't want to wait till I speak to Red Dad, Blue Dad on the platform about this, guys. Look in my face, folks. I can't tell you what to do. You're investing in a cryptocurrency. So you're here and you knew there was high volatility. You know that there's a loss. People don't talk about the losses as much, but yes, you can lose your money in crypto. But I need to say this. Do not let, okay, let me start again. For those who I'm called to serve, hear me. Anybody else, you can comment, I'll delete it. Because I'm only talking to the people I'm called to serve right now. Stop allowing fear to keep you from this wealth. People are going to hustle you. People are going to lie to you. People are going to make you afraid. And you will not get in this market. You're going to miss the boat. Why I think that's important is I know that certain people will buy Jordans and Yeezys for $350,000 and they're called sneakerheads. I know people buy Coach, Gucci. I bought some things from Red Bottoms and everything else for other people. I know that everyone can be marketed to. Same cow gets killed, put a label on it. It says, Jordan, you're buying it for full price. I will never be a person who does that, but I need you to hear me. Do ourselves a favor. Even when you wear those clothes, people still look at you the same way. Kanye West said it best in his song, even though I'm in a Benz, I'm just something in a suit. I need you to know that if you buy this NFT, it could go south. Sure. If you live off the fear that it's going to plummet, it's not going to make any money. Sure. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. If that's where you live, I can't help you. But maybe for a gift, hear me out. Listen to me. Let me do my how-to video. Let me drop this video so you can get started. Watch it. Buy the silly horse if you so choose. $350. You can gift it. Gift it to someone. Gift it to them. Say, Underdog Crypto crazy. It's just $350. I'm gonna buy you this silly old horse, and leave it alone. Because if it's right, and that $350 horse becomes $3,500, now you just gave someone access to wealth that they never would have had access to. My brother, last year or the year before last, I sent him some tokens for his birthday. I sent him some Telcoin, $150 worth of it. I will tell you that, he wasn't in the crypto space, one of my brothers at the time. I gave him $150 worth of crypto tokens. I had to set him up with his account, show him how it worked. And let's just say I gave him that a year and a half later. He forgot about it. By the time he told me about it, he's trying to take thousands out for a $150 investment. The best gift you can give someone else, if you're not unsure about this space, is just the opportunity. That is your best way. So all I can say is this, guys. I highly recommend that you go watch my lowest moving videos right now, which is Ape NFT and Win Horse NFT. I can tell you I make 4Gs. I don't have no reason to lie to you. I don't own a company. There's nothing. I have nothing out of this. I get less than a penny for this video. There's zero I have to get from this. I just can only tell you my experience that my horses are now worth $4,000 more in 48 hours. That's all I can tell you. And I made $10 off of running them. So I told you the $10. So that's $4,010 for an investment that was less than $1,600. That's what I got. If you think that's invaluable, if you could use $4,010 in your pocket, then take the time to research. Go out there to the website, www.nfthorse, and listen to the information and make a decision. If it flops, that's the chance we take. It's a venture capitalist. If it's successful, you're welcome. That's all I got, folks, on that.
I want to shout James Moss out, man. He in the house tonight, man. Happy birthday to him, man. Happy born day. He huge in all the communities, man, showing love.
Kristen, yeah, you know us brothers from the D. We sell anything. Yeah, man. You seen Martin, brother man from Fifth Flow? Hey, Mark, some free range chicken, Martin.
I think it's right.
Happy birthday, James. Great person. He's a captain in the Red Dad, Blue Dad community and a valued member of the community. Happy that you're here. Another year of life, folks. So many people have not made it through this pandemic, and so many people are not going to make it to see tomorrow. So I'm happy that you're here each and every day. God bless you, and I hope that you do well. We're going to wrap it up. I want to say this. My website will be launching more likely in 2 weeks. It won't be a complete, meaning that you won't have all the access, because I'm going to go to these gentlemen that you see here and ask them to participate on the website. I want that to be something that they agree to, but they're their own people. I can't make them. So hopefully they decide that they want to put content on. Indigo Saint will be on that website, and he's going to join the CIC as all things music. So if you want to know from the beginning to end, what he has done. Now he's a 4-time hip hop award-winning artist of the year, one of the first people in his country to drop NFTs. Been retweeted by Sway Calloway, by Slickcore. Over 1 million people have seen him. About to do some huge things. I can tell you all you want to, but he's taking you to the top. T3, baby. We're doing T3. So make sure you check it out. But before we leave, I want you to consider this. What do you own? I'm asking you, what do you own that can give you the potential of wealth right now? Is it your real estate? That's the biggest investment we make in our lives. Is it your car? That's a diminishing value, the second biggest investment. What do you own in your life that can give you an opportunity of wealth? Is it your job after all those years? Why are people making pensions less than $1,300 a month? Social Security won't be there. What do you own? We own nothing. And at the end of the day, you'll have nothing unless you take some type of opportunity to surround yourself with information that can change your life. Right now, viewership is down. People are not wanting to hear anything. But this is where I make money. I'm making money right now in a bear market. I'm making money in a bear market. I have never had a bull market. I've always made money in bear markets. That's what we're giving you. And these moves are not pretty. They're not fancy. They're not flashy. But we're making money. So if you would like to make money and you don't want to miss the boat, tune in. All right?
Someone is at the front door.
Like somebody's at the front door. So, folks, that's all I got. If there's anything else, gentlemen, go ahead and take us away.
Guys, you can find me darkhorsewatcher.com. Go straight to my channel, Blackrue Investing. You can like and subscribe. And I got some things that I'm watching for 2022 and I have a lot of videos on that, so check them out.
All right, folks.
Yep. Guys, thank you, man. It's Red Dad, Blue Dad. Thank you. I'm happy to be a proud member of the CIC committee, and I'm proud to be with Underdog on his platform in 2 weeks. You know, I got to bring that energy, family. He ain't got to say less about that, man. You already know I'm down, and you already know. Find me on Crypto Red Dad, Blue Dad, Red Dad, Blue Dad on Twitter, and you know I'm bringing that crypto facts and have truths up to you decide what's true to you, man. And let's keep on doing what we need to do in this fourth industrial revolution, baby. Already.
Okay. And I just saw in my channel before I go, I don't know who this Chris Thomas is and by LBCC. I don't know who it is, but folks, if you see that, ignore it. If I wasn't leaving, I would kick him out the group, right? So folks, other than that, this has been your boy Underdog Crypto. Thank you for joining us in tonight's live stream. Go back, share this information, like and subscribe, Blackrue Investing, Red Dad, Blue Dad, Underdog Crypto. And that's all I got for you, folks. I'm going to leave you with Indigo Saint. Until next time, this has been your boy, Underdog Crypto.
Top boy, top boy, top boy, top boy. Aight. Yeah, started from bottom, we now at the top boy. Aight. Yeah, top boy, top boy, top boy, top boy. Ayy, don't mess with my food, I get you like top boy. Ayy.